Yeah, hey man, say that. You know what I'm saying? We all been this thing already, man. I'm a little late. I had some things going on, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a little late because I had some things going on. But I got that straight, and it's better late than never. And I see that 499 suit from Jesus Trevino, and I see V Trill checking in. I see James Wilson checking in. I see Zay Sanchez checking in, and it's going down tonight on the Trill Cast. Yeah, a lot of boys say they starting to see that I'm on that YouTube. They call it YT. Who it be? It be that player. He's the lead. He's showing up and showing out, and that's the way it ought to be. That's the way it's supposed to be when you a G. Tell them niggas they can't fuck with me. I got the gift to gab. Ride Big King cab. Might back door open the garage and display slab. Know I'm talking about? I freestyle like that. I'm a bad motherfucker. Wheels trill on my head. Got trill on my shirt. Put your dick in the dirt. If you fucking with a player, damn show is gonna hurt. Yeah. I need a bitch with good could go get in a deep ass bank account. Talking about that little shit now, nigga. I'm talking about the big large amounts. What the fuck you thought it was? Nah, I ain't a cuz, nah, I ain't a blood, nah, I ain't no cripple, no blood. Might be, who cares, nigga? That's my biz. That's just how I go, man, and that's how it is. I'm a freestyle pro like ESG. You ain't know? Yeah, me. Talking about he's elite. Been freestyling, buck wilding ever since I was a little child. But now I'm on this bitch grown man and rock wilding, displaying stylings. I'm talking about delivering flows, letting them boys know that I stay on my toes. I'm a motherfucking pro and wreck all my shows. Before I even came, nigga, I got half of my dough. I'm talking about the front end, the back end. Now we ain't friends. Give my motherfucking money now. This ain't pretend. I'm here to win. I'm here to get that cheddar. Got to come down candy, need my candy paint wetter, Coogee on sweater, talking about go grill in my mouth, representing the know I'm talking about. Woo! Hey, this is what I was looking for. Man, this whole shit started because I was looking for this right here. Check it out, nigga. If you ain't from down here, don't come around here. You better jabba around here. If you ain't from down here, we need to redo that bit, man. Hold on, man. Let me stop this show. Man, this nigga, it's that Fleetwood fanatic coming down big lack. Got that on and got that wheel on the back. Hey, nah, say, man, man, this nigga gonna trip out. This nigga gonna trip, man. I was looking for this, but I'm actually looking for that. But I happen to find this one. I'm actually looking for that. If you ain't from down here, hold on, man. I gotta call my player partner, man. Damn, I can't call him. I can't call him. Well, look, I'm gonna tell you the story. Okay, look. Welcome back to the Trill Cast. It's your player partner. He's elite. It's going down in the motherfucking South. This track that I'm playing right here, I was looking for this, man, because if you ain't from down here, don't come around here. You might get your fucking around here. Okay, so here's the story. Boom. My partner hit me up. We was in Atlanta and we were dropping some records. We met up with a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, who's who, this and that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, give myself a hug. I'm so glad to be in this bit. Now, so we met up with a whole bunch of who, this and that. RIP to the homie Jay Will. But when we got down to Atlanta, we wound up running into some player partners that was from PA. So one of my player partners and shit, one of them was an R&B singer. He was working with Brian Cox. We bumped into Ava Rex and Beat Master. That's when they was in ATL. Then we bumped into another crew of players from PA. They was pursuing their production game and they R&B shit. So I wasn't really there to put much work in. We were really there to display the R&B artist that we had out of H-Town named Chris. Shout out to Chris. Hold on right quick. I can have it by, okay, let's do it. Hold on right quick. I got to handle a bit. I got hey, listen. I got big business. I got 4 motherfucking cover arts going at the same time. I got 4 mixes going on at the same time. I got 2 motherfucking videos going on at the same time. Hey man, it's going down. Hey man, I lost damn near 3 weeks with my voice all gone and I'm sick, but nigga, I'm back like a motherfucker and I'm on track like a horse race. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so look. Had to give me a little mixed drink. So yeah, we in Atlanta. We really there to display and put this R&B artist to the test. Now, my player partner, I'm talking about, he was the one who co-owned the label, you know what I'm saying, Inner Soul Records with DMD. 25 light, I was on my record. Yeah. So he was still running the studio at the time. The studio was called Hiroshima. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, DMD. Shout out to all them players over there at Inner Soul Records, you know what I'm talking about, Chandre and them, so forth, so on, and so many names, you know what I'm saying, I can name, but I ain't even gonna go down a little bit all the way down through there. I'm gonna just say that there, R.I.P. to my partner, Trey Will. So we had took his R&B artist, he had just got an R&B artist, plus he had Ricky Diamonds at the time, so we took him to Atlanta to do some vocal training with the studio niggas, you know what I'm saying, ATL. We went to a couple of studios, but this one home studio we was at, it was pretty dope, you know what I'm saying, it was some major shit. And they had him in there straining his voice, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he thought it was a cakewalk because, you know, he said he sung for the president before, he sung for this person before, he sung for that person before, you know what I mean? He had performed in front of all kind of people, but he was in front of some real professionals right now. They was going to put his motherfucking vocal cords to the test. So yeah, they had him in the lab. I'm talking about singing the same notes, holding the same notes, and they telling them, say, man, you trying to get in this game, this what this consists of. You know what I mean? They were putting him through some vigorous training. I thought they were trying to kill a nigga because I heard the nigga in there screaming and hollering and singing, you know what I'm saying, for hours, man. He came out, man, he was sick, my nigga. His voice was all scratched up, and he was like, man, I can't. And they like, look, before we try to take you to the next level and introduce you to some fucking label execs and this and that, nigga, your voice got to be strong. So go take a break. Suck on a lemon, drink some lemon water with some honey in it, take a break, then we're gonna get you back in here. So when they gave him a break, they say, okay, the rap niggas could come and drop. To be honest with you, I wasn't even there to drop. I was not there to drop. I was there to participate, fuck with my nigga on some label shit and just learn. But Ricky Diamonds was there to do some work, you know what I mean? So I think he dropped one record without me. He probably dropped about 2 records without me. But then he got this beat right here. Let's see. He got this beat right here. And see, we've been making them country rap tunes. Don't let no motherfucker tell you we just started with this here shit. We been making country rap tunes since way back in the day. Niggas riding on horses, they eat. Hey, nah. Okay, so he got that beat right there. And he like, you want to freak this one with me? And at the time, Ricky Diamonds was you know what I'm saying? He was an up and coming player out of PA. He had a single out. He was the next up and coming artist off of Inner Soul Records. I'm talking about DMD them label. He was the next cat finna come up off of DMD them label. He had the motherfucking joint called Hard in the Paint. And when he put out that Hard in the Paint, everybody was fucking with it. So niggas was anticipating Ricky Diamonds coming out. You did? He was younger than me, but I was a fan of him and shit. So boom, boom, boom. Hold on. Let me see. Another money on the line. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, yeah. So he had a record coming out and shit. So I really was like falling back, you know, watching and observing and being down with the plate. But he said, you want to do this record with me? This one right here. Okay. So I'm like, hell yeah. So I'm like, let me hit a beat. I'm gonna write my shit. So he let me hit a beat. I wrote my shit. He like, what you think the hook should go like? So me and him started collaborating on the hook. And we were like, I hear this thing about down here. I'm hearing down here, down here. He like, I like that. I'm hearing down here too. So we started writing on the hook. So we come up with, if you ain't from down here, don't come around here. You better go around here. Look, so another one of our partners from PA, he was an R&B artist. You did? He was there too. He was present. So he was like, man, I like that, man. He said, how about I put some runs on it, like some R&B runs, some whoo and some ah. Hey, oh, you ain't from down here, all of those shit. So we like, man, let's do it. So we wind up just right there on the spot. I dropped my verse, he dropped his verse, we dropped the hook, homie put the R&B riffs on it, and they mixed it, and the bitch came out pretty dope, but they put a rough mix on it. That's why it never came out, because the mix on it was just like a demo rough mix, because what really we were doing, we were filling in the time to get an R&B artist vocal cords a break. That's all we were doing. So basically, we dropped that record along with 2 other records in between time. In the meantime, while homie was getting his vocal cords together, which took him about a couple of hours, then he came back and they made his ass sing for another 3, 4, 5 hours. That was grueling. That's when I learned, boy, hell nah, I ain't nowhere near no singer or no R&B. I don't want nothing to do with it. Yeah, so I come back and we dropped the record, and we just kept the record and did what we did. We let people hear it once we got back to PA, but we never did nothing with it. So the homie, right? The homie been like overseas somewhere for the past 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? I seen him here and there, this and that, this and that. We ran into each other a couple of times, but he asked me just on yesterday, man. He asked me just on yesterday, man. He say, man, whatever happened to that record we did, the one called Down Here? I say, you know what, man? I'ma mess your head up. He like, what you talking about? I say, man, I got that record somewhere. I got that record. I lost the whole hard drive. I lost the whole hard drive with acapellas from Pimp, Conversation from Pimp, the Triangle Project, me and Big Bub, just all kind of shit. The whole goddamn hard drive just one day crashed and stopped working, and I bought it to, I don't even know, was it a Geek Squad back then? It was just Best Buy or whatever. And they couldn't do nothing with it, man. They told me that the bitch was done, you know what I'm saying? I kept it and I still got it, you know what I'm saying? Just in case I wind up meeting a motherfucking genius or something who can get in that ragged motherfucker and dig in there and scrape out the shit we got off in there, who can dig off in that bit and scrape out whatever the fuck we got off in there. But until then, I got a whole nother hard drive full of songs. So Down Here is either on that computer or another hard drive, you know what I mean? But I have it. So when he asked me about it, I say, look, I'm gonna try to locate it. But when I started going through my archives trying to locate it, man, I ran through and ran upon so much unreleased shit that I did that's just been sitting there. So right now, man, I'm grabbing 2 of them motherfuckers and I'm gonna drop 2 of them hoes, man. So we're gonna drop the 2 new ones. We're gonna drop the one with Billy Cook. We couldn't drop the one, the tribute to Pimp, today, but man, I gotta book some more studio time because I gotta finish the one with Billy Cook because we had some technical difficulties with that shit. But then the one for Pimp, the tribute joint, I couldn't find my motherfucking lyrics. I looked all on my computer. I looked everywhere. I looked in my email. I can't find my fucking lyrics. So I was stumped. I was completely stumped. So basically, I couldn't 100% finish the Billy Cook record because we were lacking the stems. We ain't got the fucking vocals. The motherfucking zip file he threw off at us, that bitch expired. We can't even get in that bitch. So we had to freestyle and put that bitch together. So it's not done, but it's scaled out. The skeleton of what we doing with it is done, and he understand where we going with it. So as soon as Billy Cook shoot me the new vocals and shit, and then I find my lyrics, oh, I gotta rewrite the shit. I might have to rewrite it. And when I tell you only piece of the song I got is the fucking hook, because when I heard the beat, what I like to do is hold on right quick. Hold on. PayPal. Yeah. So what I like to do is, if I'm listening to a track and it inspired me to write some hot shit, like I'll know if a track, I'll know off top if I like a track. Soon as I listen to it, it's gonna inspire me to start saying something. So when I heard the beat, I did a motherfucking hook to it. You did? I did a hook. And what I do is immediately I turn on my phone and I start recording, and I just basically start mumbling the hook, like freestyling the hook, what's going on in my head. And once I capture it on video, later on that day, I play it back. And then I'm like, I decipher what the fuck I was trying to say. So I'm actually downloading information and being transmuted conversation through the creation of rap lyrics, you know what I'm saying, on the go. So I understand artists like Jay-Z, Seawood, the Bun B's, the Pimp C's. Hey man, we got a big soup in here. I ain't playing no games. You know what I'm talking about? So those type of artists, they could just freestyle whole songs. Even my son have that ability. I have that ability too, but I'm not confident in dropping just my freestyles unless it's like kind of like back in the day, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, it was just flow. So you just A and B rhyme scheme continuously. Bum, 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 bum. You just A and B rhyme scheme and shit until you fall off. You did. So back in the day, when people, I'm gonna have to admit something. I'm gonna have to admit something. Back in the day, when everybody was going crazy of the underground tapes coming out of H-Town, I admired them. I respected what they did, but I just felt like I can do that too. Like that ain't no big major shit you doing. I can do that too. Like I can really do that too. You see what I'm saying? And I remember a time, and don't get me wrong, I say that to say this right here. To this day, them dudes are major, and I respect every last one of them. But I remember a time when Lil Keke showed up at our high school and was, you know, selling a couple of tapes and whatnot. And I wanted to support the cause. I didn't understand it, but I wanted to support the cause. And then when I took it home and listened to it, I was like, damn, I can do that. You know what I mean? Then when I first started hearing the screw tapes and shit, we've been discovered how to slow the pitch down and do what we do, but we were just playing. But I don't take nothing away from nobody out of H-Town with that whole culture. But there's a big difference between PA and Houston. So I never let somebody say, oh, he from Houston. Nah, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. You know what I mean? And I don't mean no disinfect to anybody from Houston, because that's the forefathers. That's where it's at. That's what's going down. All the industry, all the player partners that came to fuck up. But at the same time, lyrically, I'm supposed to be here. You see what I'm saying? Lyrically, I'm supposed to be here. See, lyrically, I don't take no backseat to no other rapping ass nigga. You got to be a rapping ass nigga for me to feel inferior about you being no rapping ass nigga. Now you just being the average rapping ass nigga, shit, nigga, I'm a rapping ass motherfucking rapping ass nigga too. Fuck you talking about. You know what I mean? And that go for anybody. I don't give a fuck where you from. That go for anybody. See, I had to wear too many motherfucking hats. Just think if I ever had a deal and didn't have to hustle in so many motherfucking dimensions and compartments and could have just focused on my music. Think if I could have just focused on my music only like the average artist. I never could. I had to wear every motherfucking hat that took place. Plus, I was a motherfucking father, you did? Plus, I was a whole nigga daddy. You did? I was a whole nigga daddy. And look, I ain't no motherfucking part-time daddy. I ain't no motherfucking heal-by daddy. I'ma stump down, spank your ass, feed your grits, put you to sleep when you're sick, change your pamper, clean your motherfucking nose, put Q-tip in your goddamn ear, run your bath, whoop your ass, discipline you, let you go outside, play basketball with you, teach you how to do jump rope, push-ups, ride a bike, go kart. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm a real motherfucking daddy. Come on, man. At the same time, say, what's up, Scott Eric, man? At the same time, being a rapper, man. You know what I mean? At the same time, being a rapper, man, and a brother, and an uncle, and a son, and a nephew. I'm talking about a stand-up nigga, man. I'm talking about that motherfucking $9.99 standing out being yellow, man. But I'm talking about being a stand-up nigga. Do you know how I feel to be a stand-up nigga your whole motherfucking life? Sometimes it can get exhausting. So that's what brings me to my next subject. Yeah, so that's what's going on with the records. I was looking for that record. If you ain't from down here, don't come around here, just to let my homeboy hear for shits and giggles and listen to see if that bitch was on time. And if it sounded good enough, I could whip that bitch up. But the bitch sound kind of thin, so I don't know if I want to fool with it, because I don't know if I'm cool with it. But it would be cool just for shits and giggles to let my nigga hear that I kept that record, and that record damn near since motherfucking 2002. Come on, nigga. How many niggas got records from 2002 still sound with clarity, still ain't scratched, still I'm talking about sound the same way it sounded the day we dropped it? You know me? Nigga, I got a box, nigga. I got a little black box. Nigga, it got a little tape in that bitch like that. Nigga, it's a little bitty ass tape, and guess what's on that bitch? Some motherfucking records we did in the 90s. You did? That bitch got some records on it that we did in the 90s. Hit the motherfucking like button. Share the goddamn video. Wear that. Don't be ashamed of He's Lee no more. You fuck with me. I know it. You've been coming too much. You fuck with me. You got to let the world know. Don't get in my inbox saying I fuck with you, my nigga. You got to come on the public platform, on the forum. You got to get in the chat, and you got to let people know I ain't ashamed. I fucks with He's Lee. That's my motherfucking nigga. That's the most consistent, hustling, extraordinary ass, compartmentalizing type, putting this and that one before the other, flipping twos and the threes and the fours, slamming Cadillac doors, standing on marble floors with gator toes. I'm talking about that one trill ass motherfucker, gifted gabbing ass nigga, man. Come on, man. I'm just saying. So yeah, man, I got a whole box, man, with records we did from 94. You know what I mean? We got a whole box with records we did from 94. Then we got another box of, no, it ain't even a box. It's you got to be around music for a long time to understand what I'm finna put down right now. Before it was CDs, like before it was this, we used to use these big keyboards called Tritons. They were sampler machines. So when we used those to capture the sample, the sound used to be on floppy disks. The sound used to be on floppy disks. So we got music on reel-to-reels, DAT tapes, floppy disks, cassette tapes. Man, it's crazy, and it's impeccable, and it's incredible. It's irrevocable, and that motherfucking $4.99 and that $9.99 back to back is irrevocable, man. But yeah, so I just wanted to let the homie know that I got the record, and so as I was looking for the record, man, I found, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of gems and shit. So I'll be dropping them shits, you know what I'm saying, left and right like a motherfucker, man. It's a beautiful thing, man, because it brings back so many memories, and it lets me know that a nigga was really grinding like a motherfucker and not even paying attention. You ever just look back, you know what I'm saying? Now, some of you are very young, but some of you, you know, your 30s or whatever. Have you ever just looked back and seen all the work that you've accumulated over the times, and it feel like you've never done nothing? But then when you go to taking a look at it, you realize, wow, I really was leaps and bounds. I really was doing shit in leaps and bounds, man. You know what I mean? When you have so much shit, when you've done so much shit, you're able to look back and like, damn, shit just be jumping out. Man, hey, listen, man. When I go home, man, when I see different niggas I know, man, there's so many niggas that run up on me and be like, man, you remember that song we done this and that, this and that? And I be like, huh? I don't be knowing what the fuck they talking about. But at one point in time, I was such a neutral ass individual. I can go from any side of town in any hood, and I would just go record with different niggas. I was trying to let niggas know we keep bridges built and we network like on some Atlanta shit. So it's some niggas that ain't never put records out before, got actual freestyles from me, 2-3 verses and shit. Like I was moving like that. I was going to niggas' little home studios, dropping shit with their ass. They put on them. Now, one thing about it, nigga might not like this about me, but I didn't mean no disinfect. A nigga be like, man, check out this beat. A nigga be like, check out this beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. See, that's what it is. There's that damn floppy disc right there. Nigga be like, ooh, man, check out this beat. This beat jamming hard than a motherfucker. And the nigga turn the beat on, and the shit sound like some little tinkling shit that he shouldn't even let my motherfucking trill ass hear. And then he'd be like, can you write a 16 of that? And I'd be like, hell no. He be like, why? I say, nigga, that shit is hot garbage. You know what I mean? Nigga, that shit weak than a hoe, man. I don't want to hear that shit. He like, I made that. So, fuck you mean? I supposed to change what I heard because you made it? No, you wrong. Now, what you need to do is tuck that son of a bitch away and give me one of the hardest beats you made. Let me hear that. So I would go ahead and pat him on the back like, keep on moving. Let me hear something else. And after going, now one time I did go to a nigga house, and I ain't gonna say no name because I don't even know disinfect. One time I went to a nigga house, and that nigga let me hear probably about 16 motherfucking beats before I said, man, okay, I'll just rap on something. Everything that nigga put on was some bullshit. I don't know if that nigga had been smoking ass or shit. I don't know what the fuck that nigga was doing, but that nigga had all kind of weird ass sounds in the beat, little tinkle-link shit. And he's sitting there smoking, talking about that shit jamming, huh? And I'm like, hell no. Next. That nigga damn near told me at one point, my nigga, you in my house, nigga. I don't give a fuck where we at. I'm not rapping on that weak ass shit. So the nigga, you know, kept going, man. After about the 16th fucking beat, I'm like, man, nigga, I ain't writing nothing. I just freestyled on that nigga shit. I just freestyled on that nigga shit, and I got the fuck up out of there. And then another time, a nigga hit me up. Nigga had a little name, right? Nigga had a little name. So, you know, we got on the phone. He like, man, I hear you be woo, woo, wah, wah, wah. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm networking with my niggas. You know what I'm saying? We all coming up in this rap game. So, yeah, I'm going to nigga studio, dropping shit for the free, just doing what it do. He like, man, I got a studio at the crib, man. You know, you welcome to come over and go through some beats. You want to drop me a 16? I'm like, I'll do that. So we made a day, and man, I went to the nigga house, man, and shit. We was sitting in the living room, and I seen like some old ass motherfucking stereo equipment, old dusty ass shit, some speakers and a whole motherfucking dial type motherfucking turner where you turn the radio station or whatever. And I seen one turntable. So we sitting there having a conversation, and the conversation is like starting to run on. And I'm like, my nigga, I ain't came here to have no motherfucking Boston Tea Party with your bitch ass. Nigga, where the studio at? Let's record. You did? I'm like, nigga, where the studio at? Let's record. And the nigga said, we in the studio. I damn near spit in that nigga face. I damn near hawked up some spit in that bitch ass nigga face. Bitch ass nigga, this ain't no motherfucking studio. This your mama living room, and you got some dusty ass speakers and a turntable and a fucking stereo. Like, how we gonna record? And he said some shit about, man, I'm missing a few people. Why did you fucking invite me over here if you missing a few pieces? From me attending different studios, people having home studios, major studios, this and that. Nigga, this ain't no motherfucking studio, nigga. This some bullshit. This some motherfucking bullshit you probably stole out the church and you trying to turn it into something. So he like, man, we really can't drop that. I'm like, why in the fuck did you? I got mad. Like, why you wasting my time and inviting me over here if we can't, man? Look, dog, don't call me no more bitch ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Then I went to these other niggas' house. And them niggas had, I don't mean no disinfect, man, but I'm gonna let y'all know something y'all might not know. There's hundreds and thousands of rappers. There's a term I like to use called closet rappers. Closet rappers are actual rappers that only rap at home in the closet. They may let company come hear the songs. They may ride around listening to the songs, but they're so shy and self-conscious that they won't let the motherfucking general public hear the songs. But in their mind, they the hardest motherfucking rappers ever. In their mind, they the best motherfucking rappers since sliced bread. And they could outdo any nigga. But you will never hear anything about them niggas because they introverted and they only make their songs for themselves. Now, I ain't pointing no finger at just no 1, 2, 5, 10 niggas. I've met multiple niggas like that in different cities. I've met multiple niggas like that in different cities. I've met niggas with 5 teeth in their mouth, with gray head in the ball spot, got 100 motherfucking songs, and he hard as some old bitch. I've met a motherfucking couple of 47 years. This is about 10 years old. This was about 10 years ago. I met a couple. They 47 years old. They ain't never put out a goddamn song, and they wanted me to hear their music. And I couldn't hold back. I couldn't hold back. I said, you mean to tell me You and your old lady, 47 years old, and y'all ain't never dropped not one record. Ain't nobody know y'all rap. And y'all ready to put out y'all first song. Yeah. I say, man, if you don't keep that shit on them hard drives like you've been doing and keep on driving that forklift, nigga, and tell your woman keep on cooking at that restaurant. Cut the shit, bitch. Ain't nothing finna pop for now. I want you some more bitches. Ain't a motherfucker. I hate to be the bearer of bad news now. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but ain't a motherfucking thing finna happen for you, her, or me. You understand? Go on in there in that motherfucking Pro Tools session and clean all that shit out of there. Go on, be a man. I ain't no negative Nancy, but go on get that goddamn squeegee and clean all that bullshit off that goddamn Pro Tools session. Talking about you finna put out a motherfucking dual rap song at 47 years old with you and your old lady. If you don't get me the fuck away from around here wasting my goddamn time. But yeah, man, it's a bunch of closet rappers, man. So I was at them niggas' house, man, and them niggas had their own sound and shit. Them niggas let me hear about, honestly, them niggas let me hear about 30 different tracks. Them niggas let me hear about 30 different tracks, man. And 50% of them hoes was okay. 50% of them hoes was okay. But I told them, I said, man, y'all gotta drop some music. See, it was a bunch of behind the back talk about an artist named He's a Leo. It was a whole bunch of, oh, that nigga whack, that nigga whack. I heard all that bullshit. But see, where I was gonna win at and where I won at is, nigga, I'm a motherfucking hustler. So if you sitting on your pussy talking about how whack another nigga is, but you ain't even getting up taking 2 steps, no, you whack. You see what I'm saying? You whack. You see what I'm saying? Because you won't even get out there and let people hear what the fuck you got, because you can't take the criticism. Anything you doing in life, whether it be music or creativity, painting, whatever it is that you must display to the public, you got to have strong enough, tough skin to be able to receive the criticism. That's why a lot of people don't even attempt. I don't like being around shy motherfuckers who ain't brave enough to attempt. I ain't grow up around niggas like that. I grew up around outgoing, gorilla ass, orangutan niggas that'll bust you in your motherfucking mouth, win, lose, or draw. You did? I grew up around that kind of nigga. Nigga will bust you in your shit, win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna tell y'all a story one time. One time I was, because I grew up around them type of niggas, I was going through a situation and shit, and I ain't know if I could win, lose, or draw, but I fuck around and bust a nigga in this shit. Nigga pull a pistol out. Boy, you talking about seeing a ghost. You talking about I seen the ghost, nigga. I hit that nigga. I say, bitch ass nigga, pow. And that nigga went to reaching for the, I say, pew. By the time that nigga got that bitch right here, nigga, I was gone. That nigga was pouring at the dog. That nigga was pouring at the dog. You see what I'm saying? But that's the type of nigga, it's like Eminem, how Eminem say, you gotta, hey man, you gotta use it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even get one chance to blow. And sometime when we used to be around, like they say these days, when we used to be around our ops, we were gonna get your ass. No, we can't wait till the next time. You only get one chance to blow. So while we itching up over there, getting closer and closer to you, yeah, you might be thinking, is these niggas getting close to me to steal off on me? Yeah, sir. If I was you, I would activate my pad down skills right now. You dig? If I was you, I would activate. See, I had a feel for my ops. So that's why I really couldn't be a good street nigga, because I felt for my ops. You did? When we used to be getting close to our enemies, when we get close to our enemies and we finna launch an attack on their motherfucking ass, I'd be over there silently praying, please take off running. Please sense the danger in the air. Can't you smell the aroma of kick your ass? You did? You can't. And I damn near used to be like, run, nigga. You know what I mean? See, I told y'all a couple of times, and my player partners, they probably laugh at it these days, man. But I remember 2 incidents, man. I helped, I ain't gonna bullshit you. I remember about 4, 5 incidents I helped niggas get away. You know what I mean? Hey, I helped niggas get away like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because it was just gonna be too overwhelming, man. It did not. If it was 2, 3 on 1, yeah, you know, we gonna play around. But nigga, when we talking about 10 on 1 and some niggas don't even know why they about to kick your ass, nigga, you can lay down out there and die. You know what I mean? And I ain't just saying I want you to die. I'm just saying, think if 10 niggas stomping your motherfucking pussy ass at the same damn time, nigga, you getting murdered. You know what I mean? So I remember one time, man, hey man, this was so incredible, man. We was at this party, man. We were some party crashing motherfuckers, man. We wasn't even invited to this party. We ain't had no business being there, man. It was in a beautiful neighborhood. Like the kids who was having the party there just graduated, and their parents was doctors and lawyers. Can you dig? A whole Royal Rumble on one nigga. Yeah, so their parents was doctors and lawyers and shit. So when they said the party was going down over there, shit, it was like we ain't invited, but we damn sure round here. And we pull up in that bitch in sections because they knew if we would have walked in that bitch 15 deep all together, fuck no, y'all not getting in. See, we wasn't dumb. We were knuckle dragging. We wasn't dumb. So we started sectioning it off. We were like, 4 of y'all go, y'all get in. 2 of y'all go, y'all shit. So we start seeping off in that bitch like a virus. You did. Before you know it, you looked around, niggas start chucking their hands up, whoop, whoop. You know what I mean? They're like, damn it, man. We got the whole motherfucking 15 piece off in this bitch. So, but they couldn't tell because it was a nice party and it was white girls, half breeds, niggas, you know what I mean? And the poor and broke. That was us. So we in that bitch and man, they feeding us good, man, this and that, this and that. And one of my partners, man, I hated how the city divided because one of my partners that I went to school with, his big brother admired me because he knew I was a little young rap nigga. So he was like, man, rap, man, rap. I'm like, damn, nigga, I ain't know I was supposed to perform. He like, man, just bust a couple of. So I said, fuck it, man. I'm at the house party, man. I say, man, what kind of records y'all got? So the DJ, he got some instrumentals. I'm like, hell yeah, man. I'm a little 13, 14-year-old kid at this kid graduation and shit. And man, I said, fuck it. Man, I got on the motherfucking mic. Man, they put on 2, 3 instrumentals. Nigga, I'm straight freestyling, rocking the shit out the house party. I'm rocking the shit out that hoe. Then I stopped. Now, after I stopped, some beautiful lady, she came, got me and my partner. She said, baby, have y'all had anything to eat yet? I'm hungry than a motherfucker. I started to bite that bitch. Is you food? You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, ma'am. She's like, well, let me show y'all where the food at. And man, that lady led us through her house and shit. Then we went down these steps and shit into this garage. Man, it was a triple car garage and shit. And they had all these hot kiosk, silver warmers and shit laid out buffet style. She started taking the lids off them hoes. We have this right here. We have this right here. We have this right here, and y'all feel free to eat as much as you want, man. Now, me and my nigga full of that dirt weed and that cold beer and that motherfucking free liquor out the party. I looked at my nigga and was like, man, you seen a girl you like in there? He like, they like me. He say, but man, I'm so motherfucking hungry. I ain't thinking about no motherfucking girls. And nigga, we high as Cooter Brown off in that bitch. Man, me and that nigga made the first round plate. We made our first plate, macaroni and cheese, dirty rice, little sausages and chicken wing and some other shit. Nigga, we ate that bitch standing there, nigga. We ate the first plate standing there, nigga. You know what I mean? And then that motherfucking $2 from Alvin Smith came in for me to get a cold beverage. So now that first plate really was just us getting introduced to the food. After that, nigga, we fucked around and doubled back and piled up our second plate. This goddamn high, nigga. Paper plate hitting 3-wheel motion. Nigga, we went sat on the motherfucking steps and ate that shit till we were damn near about to vomit, nigga. We were so goddamn full. Nigga, I'm starting to nod off. Plate hanging out my lap and shit. People walking by, pop me upside the head. Man, go throw that plate away. I'm like, yeah. So we go throw the plate away. So now I'm going to get to where it's going. At the end of the motherfucking party, our niggas kind of in there kind of deep. Now, we shouldn't be there trying to start no shit. We should not be there trying to start absolutely no shit because these people has invited us to their very nice 2-story home in a very nice neighborhood. And this shit that we about to bring over here really don't belong over here. We were wrong. Younger self and your crew, you guys were dead wrong. Go to your room. Yeah, so one of our OG partners, he say, that bitch ass nigga here. I'm like, oh man, I know how this type of conversation end, and I'm really full. I done had a good time. I done performed. I done had girls pinch me on my cheek, talking about you cute. I had old ladies take pictures with me. Like, I really had a good time, and I really need a nap. I really need to go home. I don't even belong over here. Why am I over here? You know what I'm saying? Can I sleep upstairs like 3 little bears? Y'all got an extra room. I can go lay down. I don't feel so good. You know what I mean? So really, I really need to get the fuck away from around them rich people house. I ain't got no business with my mustache over there anyway. But my nigga done, yeah, that nigga here. So man, the nigga, he's smart. He see us watching him. He see us watching him. So he dipped out the sliding door. When he dipped out the sliding door, there was a backyard with a big wooden fence. Some of the party goers was back there. Some of the party goers was all over the house, front all the way to the back. And then this one back room where the DJ equipment was. But when he slipped out the back door, we came out too. Some of us went to the front. You did? Just in case he tried to jump the gate or whatever, because we didn't know how it went down back there. Some of us went to the front. Some of us went to the back. Now, while everybody was occupied moving the way they was moving, I went through a side. I went through a side gate. I really went out to the side gate, being honest with you, just trying to avoid catching him. I didn't want to catch him. And when I realized who he was, damn, I didn't want to hurt this dude, because the dude used to come to my house because his niece used to go with my brother, and me and the dude was cool. But it is what it is. So when I went out the side gate trying to avoid running into the dude, I hear a thump, boom, and something dropped. And I see a nigga moving low. I'm thinking it's one of my niggas, but it's him. It's him. And when he run past me, he called me by my brother first name. Lil Hillary, don't be no slave catcher, my nigga. He basically was saying don't be no slave catcher, but it was nigga on nigga. Lil Hillary, let me go, man. Let me go, Lil Hillary. And I looked at dude and I'm like, hell yeah, you can go, but go right now, my nigga. So 2, 3, 4 seconds, he passed by me full speed. Boom, that nigga caught out. That nigga was gone, nigga. When you look down the street, all you seen was the bottom of some fucking shoes. So the 3 seconds he had to get gone, 3 seconds later, one of the head niggas came out. And he said, you seen that fool? I started making a panting voice. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I chased that nigga, man. That nigga fast, man. I was lying like a motherfucker. Nigga, I stood there and had tea and crumpets with that nigga. And I allowed that man to get on by this fucking business. Because at the end of the day, I was a young teen. And it was the thing to do to participate with this bullshit. But months later, I realized why we were about to jump this guy 15 deep. I realized months later that it was a personal situation between the OG nigga and that nigga about a girl. You see how stupid that is? We finna put a royal stumping on this man, not because he rolled on us and hurt some of us, or he stole, or he killed. He ain't did nothing but stuck his motherfucking dick in that nigga bitch. Nigga, that ain't my business, nigga. So we gonna start a whole fucking revolutionary war because a nigga fuck your bitch. I wish like hell a nigga come at me like that today. These days, I tell a nigga straight up, this nigga fuck your bitch. Yeah, man. But let me tell you about another thing, man. Say, man, since we here, man, anybody got a question, man, because I really made this motherfucker to talk to. Because yesterday I had fun answering questions yesterday, man. So if anybody got a question, man, don't let me just sit here and run my mouth. Go on, rattle off your question. I don't care what it is, man. I'm gonna go and answer. Let me send this motherfucking text back right quick. My phone going in. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, we had some questions yesterday, so I thought it'd be cool that I make a whole live, just come and answer some questions right now instead of getting offended about it. So if any new Trill cast, you know what I'm saying, person that came through here and inquisitive, hey man, go on, drop your question, or keep it Trill like you're doing and just be quiet and listen and learn, then maybe some of your questions will be answered. But if you want to ask anything, now's the time before I get into the next segment of the theory. Now's the time before I get into the next segment of the theory, man. But look, in between time, in the meantime, okay, yeah, he got that going. Boom. So yeah, let me see. What new Trill gear we got coming for 2023? 2023, we working on some more polos, but instead of just, you know what I'm saying, a little regular polo thing, we working on the tag polo. We're gonna try to get that back. We got the polos coming. I'm working on some damn shoes and shit, but the people I keep talking to, they saying they want to do something. They saying collab, you know what I mean? But if they ain't talking right, I don't know how that's gonna go. Other than that, more t-shirt designs. We might go ahead and drop that Pimp C, that second Pimp C t-shirt, you know what I'm saying, me and Corey. And we still, you know what I'm saying, deep on these hats. We still got the 4 colors, so grab these. Everybody who have, go ahead. Hey, man, if you haven't, go ahead and grab them now. We have the capability. Listen, I want y'all to understand something. I can't move faster than the support. You know what I mean? I can't move too fast because then I'll have to come back. So I play this game the way it go. We expand as we go. I did the 3 colors at first, remember? Then I backed out and we dropped the 4 colors. Listen, I can add another color at will, but we need that support. Tell people to go get them hats from trillgear.biz. We can switch the color up. You remember that camouflage hat Pimp had? We can do it like that. We can, man, I got my plug back, man. I got my mojo back working, man. Trillgear.biz, man. Put that in the chat. I got my mojo back working, man. But the thing about it is we can't just do like 10 blue. We have to do quantities. You know what I'm saying? For me to get the price I get, so I can give y'all the right price, we have to do quantities. And these are manufactured hats tagged up from the top to the motherfucking bottom. So like I said, pretty soon, once we knock a big dent in what we got, we're going to switch the color. We might come out with that camouflage motherfucking Trill, that Desert Storm Trill that Pimp wore, knocking those down. So like I say, we got different t-shirt designs coming, working on some shoes. You know what I'm saying? We probably going to do more color slides. Just stuff like that, man. Opportunity wise, I'm running up on some good shit, but I don't want to talk too soon about it. But if the shit go down, man, I'm gonna let y'all know first. I got a couple of movies I'm supposed to be a part of. One might be major if we lock that contract down. But hey, man, it's a lot of real shit, a lot of real promising shit in 2023, and it's really time because 2022 a nigga was stagnant and was able to maintain, but I took a whole bunch of blows, man. Anthony Perry, what it is? Let me see. Work your mojo. Yeah. Okay. So any other questions, man? Yeah. Definitely that camo, man. Any other questions, man? Let me see what we got. We need a navy and a blue and a white, definitely. Yeah, that navy is popular. That navy is popular. But I like that royal blue so much, you know what I'm saying? I don't be wanting to sit on that navy blue because sometimes I find myself sitting on navy blue, man. Let me see. Are you gonna get some Trill cast? Mean some Trill panties for all this Kagogi out here? Hey man, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But my only problem with servicing women's gear. Earlier in the day, when me, Ray T, Corn, and all the Trill Gang clique was moving around, we had females in the clique too, so they was able to give us, you know what I'm saying, direct insight on where we need to move with it. So we produced a lot of female gear back then. But while I was doing that, I love my female customers, but dealing with the female customers like hand to hand, my nigga, you wouldn't believe some of the shit I've been through. Nigga, I sold some one of one Trill t-shirts to a couple of strippers and whatnot. The bitch wore the shit, put motherfucking Swiss Sweet Burns in that bitch, and came back and demanded her money back, talking about the shirt had cigarette burns in it. Now, y'all know I hate smoke. I don't smoke. I don't fuck around. It was no way in hell that I sold this lady this shirt with motherfucking cigarette ashes and holes in the shit smelling like weed. And so I was near this little stripper store. I was meeting this elderly type white lady. She was probably about 46, 47 back then. I was probably about, I don't remember. I was pretty young, 30. And so she was there, you know what I'm saying, to do some business with me. But I knew she was trying to slide me some Kagogi, but I was taking my time because I was trying to see, you know, is this something I really want to, you know, we got some money and, you know, but she was real like, what's wrong, boom, boom, boom. And that lady had just stressed me out and she had bought 2 shirts and she like, yeah, you out. She didn't even know who I was. She didn't even know, you know, in capacity, who, what. All she knew, she just was buying some shit off the streets and whatnot. And so I'm like, you poor and broke. You think I can't refund you $36? Like, I'll refund you $36 and take these shirts and go give them to a bum lady on the street. Like, you're not doing that. But she made a big old ass scene. And like, I had to keep my composure and keep, you know what I'm saying, my sanity and stay calm. In doing that, letting her talk all crazy, I just got this instant headache. So I peeled her off the $36, like, get the fuck away from me. And so when I met the white lady, you know, she was like, baby, what's wrong? But she rubbing all on her head and shit. I said, man, I'm starting to get a headache. Man, that lady went inside the store, bought a nigga Excedrin and all shit, came back, giving a nigga water and shit. I say, man, this bitch right here gonna be nurturing and a motherfucker, man. You didn't warm my motherfucking heart. So I went on and let her come to the house, man. And when I let her come to the house, man, she was a whole motherfucking succubus, man. You know? She's a whole motherfucking succubus. You know what I'm talking about? Suck your car, like nigga, suck your city bus. Like, you know what I'm saying? She told me on the phone one day, we just talking. I ain't even talking like this. Like, I ain't even innuendoing about nothing. We just talking on the phone. And she said, I'm good with my mouth. I'm like, yeah, you talk good, man. You have some good conversation, man. She like, no, I like to do things with my mouth. I say, now, goddamn it, bitch, get on over here. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, you know good, bitch. Get on over here, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, that bitch pulled up big brand new motherfucking truck and everything, man. That came in that bitch, man. I'm talking about with second everything, man. But yeah, man, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm just saying, like, you know, me servicing girls and shit. I do it. I got certain, man. I'm still sitting on probably about 46 motherfucking girl t-shirt. Like, man, I do what work. You dig? I do's would work. If it don't work, I ain't doing it. I don't give a fuck if 2, 3, 4, 5 people mad about it. But hey, goddamn, I ain't sitting up there with a whole bunch of motherfucking inventory in the goddamn side story. So we got to do with work. We got to do with sales. And when y'all think about, hey man, can I get a Dickie shirt off the motherfucking shelf? That ain't how it work. The Dickie shirts are made on demand. Because if we just produce these hoes and sit them on a hanger and wait for motherfuckers to buy them, do you know how many thousands of dollars I would have tied up in fucking Dickie shirts waiting on a nigga to say, yeah, I need a man. Nigga, you want one? Hit me. Tell me the colors. Tell me your name. See, I can't pre-make them. If I even pre-made them, it'll be the wrong color. You did? So the Dickie shirts are made on demand. You tell me what color Dickie shirt you want. You tell me what color stitch you want. And then we put your name on that bitch with one patch on the front and one big old patch on the back. It comes standard like that. Come on, man. Yeah. What else, man? What else? What other question we got, man? Somebody, come on. Let me see. She went straight to, man, yeah, man, that lady wasn't playing no motherfucking game, man. Yeah, man, this ain't Trill, this ain't Walmart, this Trill. Man, that lady wasn't playing no motherfucking game, man. But I got too excited though, man. I got too excited. I laid there, you understand? After about 4 or 5 smashes, I pulled my bullshit. After about 4 or 5 smash rip rocks, I asked for $6,000. Killer, man. Hey, I need some cheese. You got some G, but she told me she was balling, and you know, and I went to her house, man. She, man, look. She had one of them houses that had a house in the back. Come on, man. I'm talking about she had a brick house in the front, little yard in the back, and had a whole brick house in the back. You did? Hey, I'm talking about living. I'm talking about been in her career 20 some years. I'm talking about papered up. You know what I mean? So shit, she kept talking about traveling and bought booze. Like, you know, she had some motherfucking, she had a rack. She had $20,000 chest. Them hoes was stiff than a motherfucker though. You know what I mean? Bitch had an ugly body who was a beautiful $20,000 titties, man. Come on, man. Bitch was really, hey, the bitch was really bad from here up. She was really bad from the sternal up to the top of her head. You know what I mean? Everything from the sternum down, some bullshit, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I went on food with her because I was cool with her, man. I tried to stang her up. I tried to go on stang her up, you know what I mean? Shit, she told me she gonna give me something, but she told me she wasn't giving a nigga no motherfucking see, geez, bitch, like, nigga, you don't fuck that motherfucking good, bitch ass nigga. Hey, the bitch went on pull the card out on bitch ass nigga. You ain't fucking like motherfucking no porn star, lazy motherfucker laying up there getting your motherfucking dick sucked all goddamn night. Talking about some $6,000. Some of bitch, I ought to be asking you for $6,000. And then bitch sent me a picture of her at dance class with an old dark skinned nigga. I guess the bitch say, old peanut butter punk ass pussy nigga, fuck you. That bitch had old dark ass nigga. And that nigga was holding that hoe like this, my nigga. That bitch sent me that picture talking about I'm at dance class. Bitch, you ain't shit. You think I'm dumb, bitch? You ain't in no motherfucking dance class. You trying to fill that nigga Peter up against you, you nasty nigga loving whore. Come on, man. Is it Friday night or what? Man, I don't know, man. I'm having me a little sippy sip. You know, I don't drink out of the tab. I can just get me a little sippy sip. I'm talking out the side of my motherfucking neck. But yeah, I seen her daughter though, man. This is the shit that tripped me out. Mm-hmm. I seen her daughter, and her daughter was off in college, and she come home. Nigga, that bitch looked so good. You ever got caught with a bitch looking at a bitch and you like just so caught, you just huh? You know what I'm saying? Bitch like, yeah, that's my daughter. I'm like, nigga, that's my mother. Yeah, what's her name again? Ooh, shut that bitch back. You know what I mean? But nah, the bitch was really looking at me disgusted, looking at her mama like, stupid bitch. Where you find this dumbass nigga? I'm digging down, you know what I'm saying? Tree your head out to the side, mustard in the motherfucker, been on the street slanging CD, trying to, you know what I'm saying, get it off. You see, you done bought me to this motherfucker brick ass out. But yeah, man, it is what it is, gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's gonna do what it's gonna do, man. But let me tell you about this little bitch. But in between time, in the meantime, who else got a question, man? That's what we came here for. Who else got a question, man? If anybody got a question, man, I can do this shit all night, man. My recollection is good to the motherfucking collection plate, man. I'm talking about electricity, man. Anybody else got a motherfucking question before I get off into the rest of this bullshit? You know what I'm talking about? Let me see. You looking at her head to toe, telling her to turn around. Hey man, she was tough, man. She was, oh my goodness. She was the little milky type of little white girls I like. She was clean, clean, clean. I like them white girls, motherfucking skin so motherfucking pale, they look like they dead. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Bitch then came back to life as a motherfucking ghost, man. You know what I'm saying? And I like them dark too. So if any of my dark ladies pass by here, don't make it no never mind thinking I'm just all on one side. No, baby, I like bright yellow, pale, bino, peanut butter, chocolate. Bitch, I'm a rainbow. Not that type of rainbow. Nah, I ain't that type. I'm just saying every motherfucking color, man. But anybody else got a question before I come on with this next shit? Because I got some shit bubbling up in my head and I'm gonna just grab some shit and tell you about it. So if anybody got another question, man, you need to drop it right now before I get off into this next spiel. Because while I'm talking about these hoes, let me tell you about this little bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I got one fresh. I ain't told y'all about this hoe, bro, man. Y'all got to hear about this hoe, right? You know what I mean? I don't do no kissing and telling. I don't tell nobody name, man. I'm just recollecting stories, man. I could be lying, man. I could be lying. Nobody got a question, man. So let me tell you about this little bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, one time, man, back in the day, man, I used to have this little bitch, man, and she dumb, she dumb as motherfucker. You don't never bring a bunch of bitches to your nigga house. You don't never bring a bunch of bitches to your nigga house unless you trying to get one of them hoes fucked. Yeah, man, just like that. So she's stupid. She come bring these hoes to the house. I guess she trying to show them hoes. She trying to show them hoes the big house. She trying to show them hoes she fuck with me, this and that. And I got these 3 chicks at the crib and we chilling, boom, boom, boom. She my little smash dummy, you know what I'm saying? She my little smash dummy. I fool with her because I'm cool with her. And we got a whole little thing going on. We got a hell of a little thing going on. But while we got this thing going on, you know what I'm saying? I could catch the other 2 eyeballing. They reckless eyeballing like a motherfucker. They looking at the room. They looking at how a nigga living. They see a big, tall, spoiled ass nigga living good in a big 6-bedroom house, 6, 7 cars in the driveway. Niggas doing it how it go. Bitch, like, damn, I'm inquisitive about this nigga. And me and this hoe on the bed playing romper room, but they got to go. But one of them hoes was looking at me too long, so I knew something was wrong. Now, a couple of days later, them other 2 hoes come walking by the house like they lost. They come walking by the house like they lost. And I come outside, excuse me, ma'am, would you like a drink of water? Oh, hey, such and such. Bring your ass on in. So I bring both of them on in, and we sitting there chilling, talking. So the one that I thought was feeling me, you know, I thought she was a munch. I start getting at her. What's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? I'm kissing her all on the neck. Come on, baby. You know what I'm saying? If you want to start with a bitch, you got to start foreplay in the middle, all up beside the neck and from the ear around the neck. I'm doing her. She like, nah. I say, well, what's up? What the fuck y'all come around here for? She's like, she like you. She say, she like you. So immediately I call my little brother. I say, man, come entertain this bitch right here, man. You know what I mean? Take this bitch to the room, go talk to her, do whatever. So I ain't even say nothing to the other one. I just grabbed her hand. And she looked at me and shit. She ain't say shit. I led her back to the room and shit. We sat on the bed and shit. I'm like, what's up? She kept hiding her head and shit. I just went to same shit. Pop. Bitch started coming out to show you. Man, come on, man. Before I knew it, man, we ain't even had 4 fucking words said. Man, me and this woman and this motherfucker hunching and bunching like we motherfucking in love. Nigga, we in this motherfucker making love. Who making love to your old lady? Why you out there making love? And at that time, I had 2 main girls. You did? So I don't know who was making love to my old lady, because at that time, I had 2 main girls, and they was at the motherfucking house. I'm over here with this new girl, and this new girl giving me some motherfucking kagogi so goddamn tight, man. I thought I had a virgin, man. I damn near fell in love with that motherfucker. That motherfucker fit like a glove, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And so after that, me and her kicked it and did what we did. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had nothing to say about it. So they fucked around, went on about their business. Hey, man, boom. Next few days they passed back, same shit. You know what I mean? We did that same shit until I wound up getting in some shit and had to leave town, this and that shit. And why I bring that up is because, damn, I wonder who that bitch is. Where are you now looking at it, bitch? Nah, fuck that shit. It's probably ugly by now. You know what I mean? My motherfucking taste was way different. You know what I mean? Yeah, she had that motherfucking vice grip, man. Oh, my goodness. She had that motherfucking vice grip. And when I tell you that was the easy motherfucking kagogi I ever got, nigga, I don't think I said a whole sentence. I don't think I said a whole sentence to get that kagogi, man. But yeah, man, if anybody got a question, man, now is the time to come on with the motherfucking question before I get off into some more motherfucking bullshit. I know I got some bullshit. I know I got some worthless information. I know I got some motherfucking tree of lack casting and lasting going on. You know what I mean? Let me go to my notes. You know what I mean? I like to keep some notes. Let me see. The figure 4 kagogi. Oh, man, that figure 4 kagogi was so cold. Man, I went to tell him, that's why I fucked up at. I went to bragging to my brother about that figure 4, man. My brother was trying to find that shit. My brother was trying to get hold of that shit. And he wound up telling me a little later on, he wound up catching her motherfucking ass and told me straight up he was burning rubber trying to get off in that motherfucking ass, and he did. Yeah, say man, hey man, did y'all? Hey, anybody got a question before I get off into this next segment, man? Yeah, man, did y'all see the guy that went viral, man? He was on a nigga porch trying to enlighten him, talking about, hey man, your wife cheating on you, this and that. Did y'all see that, man? The white boy on the white boy porch, you know what I'm saying? He on the ring camera trying to tell him every time he leave, you know what I'm saying? His wife, you know what I'm saying, cheating and shit. When he go to work, his wife got a nigga coming up the alley, you know what I'm saying, coming through the back door. Did y'all see that, man? Or just that my network, you know what I'm saying? Went out searching for that could go get, oh yeah, he went found that treasure. He didn't have to look. And that's the thing about my mama having 4 boys. When you got 4 boys, man, you got a whole motherfucking romper room going on in that bitch. Everybody pulling hoes, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, fortunately, that's how it came. Everybody pulling hoes. But yeah, let me tell y'all about the little viral video that popped across my feed, man. So, you know what I'm saying? The white boy, you know, he tried to warn a nigga on his motherfucking Wi-Fi. He tried to put, hold on, let me see. I wish you and Vicious did an album or mixtape together. Man, I'm glad you say that. I'm gonna touch on that in a second. I'm gonna tell this and I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna get back on that. So he tried to put on the Wi-Fi and shit, how you address your wife cheating or whatever. Dude ain't pick up on it. So this messy ass dude, he goes to the dude house, ring the ring bell, and he like, man, I'm trying to tell you. And dude like, what? He like, man, every time you leave and go to work, you know what I'm saying? Your wife got a nigga sneaking up the alley cheating. You know, 2 white boys, I don't know where they at. Probably in the Midwest, I don't know. So he telling your wife got, you know what I'm saying, somebody sneaking up the alley cheating and shit. He like, well, you got it wrong. He like, well, what you mean? He say, for one, that's my wife going to work every day. He like, okay. And he say, yeah, you right. It's a man that's walking up the alley. He say, uh-huh. He say, but that man is here for me. Yeah, that man is sneaking in my back door. He like, oh, man. So you over there trying to snitch on her. And come to find out, nigga, you done revealed that this nigga a whole punk out here in them streets. Come on, man. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, this motherfucking internet a fool, boy. Don't let that motherfucking internet get up on you. Cause like that nigga, that punk over there, punk say that internet will get up in you. Y'all seen that shit? Jesus Trevino say he seen that shit. Man, that shit was fucked up. Let me see. Okay, somebody said, let me go back to that question. Okay, I wish you and Vicious did a mixtape or an album together. Okay, let me tell you what was going on. I don't know if Pimp really intended for the posse to grow as rapid as it did, but he was looking for different personalities. So he had certain personalities, but when he met different people, he was like, this could fit too, because he was building something. So in the meantime, in between time, at first, Vicious was going to come out first. It was already said, Vicious album was going to come out first. We were going to feature on it. The next hottest person was going to come out. You see what I'm saying? He thought that he would run it like that for a while. But as he put that in perspective and said it, he could hear mumbling from some of us. And he went on and sensed maybe that's not the thing to do. So what he decided that we would do, this was his plan, just the words out of his mouth. Instead of me putting out one of y'all first, we're going to do a whole project featuring all of y'all, kind of like The Chronic, kind of like Boss Hogg Outlawz. This is what he said. And he said, when I put that out, what's going to happen is once the public get it and consume it, they are going to choose who they want. Like whichever one of y'all start getting booked the most, that's obviously the one to put out. You know what I mean? So once I put all y'all on this compilation as the UGK posse and serve it to the people will tell me who they want to hear next by just whichever one of y'all getting booked the most. So you were about to hear the whole UGK posse all together on one project. And the way we were doing it, we were, and you could ask White Tim if he ever popped back in here, or Ed or anybody. We were attacking tracks. It'd be 4 of us on one track, 5 of us on one track, 6 of it. Like man, it was beautiful. It was really beautiful and crazy. Now, there was gonna be a mixtape that came out, and this happened to just fall in our lap because around this time we was around Pimp a bunch, me and 17. So Pimp had got a booking for a mixtape from a guy out of Dallas, a DJ out of Dallas. He paid the deposit. So while he was knocking out work, I think he probably just on the spot, maybe he thought about it a little, but I didn't know because he didn't tell me anything about it. He didn't tell me we was about to do that. All of a sudden, he put on a couple of tracks and he like, you get on this one, you get on that one. Both of y'all get on this one. You know what I mean? And so me and 17 don't even know what we doing. We just knocking out work. You know what I mean? And so after we knock out about almost 5, he tells me straight up, look, you and 17 gonna do real good in Dallas. You know what I mean? You and 17 gonna do real good in Dallas. So I'm gonna feature y'all on this mixtape, and I'm gonna shoot that back to the DJ. Man, that was just one of the projects that was undone because he wound up passing away shortly after that. That man was working so much with so many different people. Man, if he could have, man, it's really incredible, man. It's really incredible. But that mixtape didn't come out. It wasn't finished, but we got a couple of those records. We still got a few of those records. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I think 1 or 2 of them came out already. I think 1 or 2 of the songs came out already. But yeah, that shit was finna be crazy. Could you imagine motherfucking Pimp C, He's a Leo, and 17 just going back to back on the motherfucking mixtape and was shooting that shit to Dallas? Nigga, that shit was gonna go hammer than a motherfucker. The DJ was waiting on that bitch. I heard the DJ name, but I didn't know him, right? So later on, I wound up going to Dallas and I was handling business, man. I wound up running into the dude while I'm out there selling CDs. He tell me I'm such and such. Soon as he said his name, I knew exactly what the business was. And he started to tell me, man, you know I lost. And I told him the amount of money that he lost. And I said, he couldn't finish it. He passed away. You know what I mean? Who we gonna get a refund from? You know what I mean? But yeah, man, any other questions, man? That was a good question, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that question. That was a good one, man. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, sound like he was smashing and was, oh, man. Man, look, Pimp was doing so much motherfucking work, dog. You're going to have stories from everybody who was putting in work with Pimp. Got songs you ain't never heard, because everywhere he was going, he was dropping shit. He was dropping verses with this person, that person. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's so much unreleased Pimp C music, it'll trip you out once it all start coming out. And they say, can you retell that story when Pimp fired you? Did I do that on a Trill story? Have I did that on a Trill story yet? Like, have I did it on an official Trill story where I had it edited and everything, or did I just do it on the live? Because I think that one need to be on one of those official Trill stories. But I'm gonna tell you the gist of why it happened. Let me see. Oh shit, I ain't hear that last part. Just seen the first part. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So it happened because I'm gonna just put it in short, because I think I want to tell that one on a Trill story, like with editing and all that. So basically, we went to a little town called, I think, Pascagoula, Mississippi. We had every intention of doing the show, but Mike Moe was Pimp road manager plus sound engineer. So before Pimp goes to the venue, Mike Moe is going to go to the venue and see if they got all the required equipment from the rider before Pimp arrives. You got to dig. When somebody use their voice, you know what I'm saying, as their business, as their livelihood, you can't just play with it. So if he knows, him being a veteran, if he knows this type of microphone can help his job go easy, if he know these type of speakers, monitors, so forth and so on, amplifiers, so forth and so on, if he knows this is going to help him do what he needs to do, You need to get that for that artist because they have the history and the longevity to know what works for them. So a lot of times promoters don't know nothing about sound. They hire rinky-dink sound men and they just put any kind of speakers up, any kind of microphones, and that shit don't work for every artist. You really have seasoned artists out here. So when we go to the sound check, you know what I'm saying? I can tell something is wrong because when something wrong, Mike Mo start, you know what I'm saying? And he start doing all that. So I'm like, man, it must be something really fucked up. And he tell me, man, Pimp gonna be mad as fuck. I'm like, what? He like, man, they ain't got the microphone, they ain't got this, they ain't got that. So he tell the dude straight up, look, man, you need to get this here shit before the show start, or shit, you might not have a show. Dude, like, yeah, we're gonna get it. I'm selling CDs, just walking around, you know what I'm saying, while people over there, whomever, doing whatever. We go back to the hotel. He break the news to Pimp. Man, they ain't got this, and they ain't got that, they ain't got this. Pimp call us and be like, man, fuck this shit. We ain't doing no show. I got good news and bad news. Nigga, I got my front end, nigga. But I ain't doing no goddamn show. We finna go. Y'all niggas go pack y'all shit. Okay. I know he gonna move slow. I know he ain't in a hurry. So I go back to the store next door and start selling more motherfucking CDs because I know we finna go. My shit really ain't unpacked anyway. My show closed, you know what I'm saying, in the bag. I'm like, I ain't tripping. So me and Bud, we back out there bamming. Boom, 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 boom. We bam for about another hour. Then we go grab our shit. Then we hop in the whip. Now it then got dark and we heading back to the side. We heading back to Port Arthur. While we heading back to motherfucking Port Arthur, Mama West called, hey, my sugar dumpling baby, this and that, this and that. And him and Mama West talk. She like, where you going, boo? What you doing? He like, he being vague. Oh, I ain't doing nothing. She like, I want you to do me a favor. He like, what you talking about, Mama? I want you to turn that car around and go back to the hotel and go do that show. He like, who told you? That nigga lost it. That nigga lost it. Who told you I wasn't going to do the show? Who told you I wasn't going to do the show? He said, you know what? I'm going to call you back. I know who told you. I'm going to call you back. That nigga hung up the phone. And before I could motherfucking blink my eye, yeah, nigga. Loose lips sink shit. He driving. He driving, but he pointing at me like this in the back seat. He got diamonds on his pinky. He got diamonds all on his watch. Yeah, nigga. I know you told mama we ditching the show, nigga. Yeah, nigga. You mama's boy. Yeah, nigga. You fired. When we get back to Port Arthur, don't ever think about jumping in with me no more. You fired. I said, you talking to me? Yeah, I know you told mama I ain't doing the show. I knew it, nigga. Loose lips sink ships. I knew I couldn't have you around. You gonna be reporting to mama. Nigga, you can't be telling mama everything. And anyway, nigga, she ain't your mama. She my mama. I'm just listening and shit. So when he got through, he almost was like, so what you got to say for yourself? I say, hey man, I hear all that shit you saying, but I ain't even talked to mama. Don't lie, nigga. I say, dog, call mama back and ask her who told her we ditching out on the show. Cause I ain't even talked to mama. Yeah, nigga, I'm finna call her right now. Ooh, yeah. He get back on the phone with her. He calmed down a little bit. Mama, who told you I wasn't going to do the show? She say, nigga, you a hoe ass nigga. Don't you talk like that to me, woman. You know I am. I'm the one got everything rolling around this motherfucker. Don't you fix your mouth to talk to me like that. She say, no, nigga, you a hoe ass nigga. You wrong. He say, man, I ain't trying to hear all that. You fired. And she say, fuck being fired, nigga, I quit. But he say, before you go, who told you I wasn't going to do the show? It was that nigga Heezy, wasn't it? She say, no. Well, who told you then? Mike Mo sitting right on the side of her. She say, Mike Mo. That nigga say, what? I'ma call you back. That nigga got off the phone with her. That nigga looked at Mike Mo. That nigga say, my bad, my nigga. He reached in the back seat with 3 fingers. He ain't even reach in the back seat with no whole dap to shake my hand. He reached in the back seat with 3 fingers. About, he ain't even look at me. He reached back there with 3 fingers. About, my bad, my nigga. I slapped that nigga head. Man, when that nigga got them 3 fingers out that back seat, boy, that nigga turned around and launched a motherfucking verbal assault on Mike Mo. I thought we finna wreck the goddamn car, man. Them niggas was going hammer like a motherfucker. But I ain't gonna bullshit you. He was on Mike Mo head for a minute, but then Mike Mo was just like, man, I can't take this shit. Then Mike was just like, man, fuck it, nigga, you gonna fire me? Go ahead and fire me. I don't give a fuck. You'll be calling me in the next 2 weeks. So he goes off on Mike Mo. Tell him he fired. Fuck him, this and that, this and that. And Mike go ahead and say, man, fuck that shit, nigga. Go ahead. I'm tired anyway. I'm tired of being on the road with your ass. Nigga, let me go. I need a break. So after about 4-5 minutes of silence, he look over at Mike Mo and say, 2 weeks, huh? He said, yeah, nigga, you'll be calling me in about 2 weeks. He said, yeah, that'd be about right. Bitch ass nigga, yeah, I probably will be calling your ass in about 2 weeks. So that nigga got fired in one conversation, and then the next conversation got rehired. I got fired, and then 5 minutes later got rehired. Hey man, it's good, man. Appreciate that 499. So I got fired and rehired in about 5 minutes. And then since he had told Mama all that bullshit, he had to call her back, and they had a whole motherfucking War II. Told her, you, man, he talking about you fired, man. He told her that shit. She went off on his ass. But that's one thing about Mama, man. She wasn't in it about the money. She ain't care about the money. She ain't care about the fame. All she wanted was her baby happy. And all of us that she called her babies, she wanted us happy. That's it. You know what I mean? She wore Dickies like us. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't on no, I need a designer bag. She didn't, man. When he said, Mama, I'm going to get you any kind of car you want. You ask anybody when he say, Mama, I'm going to get you any kind of car you want. Now, you would think that when a nigga tell his mama, I'm going to get you any kind of car you want, you would think she'll probably say, give me a big Cadillac, or give me a Benz, or give me this, or give me that. She say, Booger, I've been looking at that PT Cruiser. I was even shocked, like, what? A PT Cruiser? He like, man, I ain't getting you no damn PT Cruiser. She like, that's what I want. You know what I mean? So that'll tell you right there, man. That's being modest than a motherfucker, man. But yeah, next question, man. Come on with the next question, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see what else I got going on right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell y'all about this other situation, man. But next question, man. Let me see what we got. OG, didn't you say when he called Mama back, Pimp said, well, you still fired? Look, that exchange right there was so heated, I can't even really, because people will misinformation. People will take it the wrong way. A lot of things that we witnessed and shit and heard and was around, we can't really talk about it because you would have to be there to know the dynamics of the individuals. You know what I mean? Let's say a lot of times in front of other people, he would say something derogatory about me because they such fair weather fans and followers. If he spoke negative about me right then and there, they swayed towards the negativity. That's the thing about being famous. You're powerful. So you have to kind of watch the words you say or what you say. But you're a human being. So you don't know everything you say, people are really holding on to it. You know what I mean? So the dynamic of that relationship, I can't really just speak on that part because people would take it wrong. When they was like tough as like, man, she loved that boy and he loved her like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they always had a little friction, but it's nothing. It'll take 2 days and then they back missing each other, loving each other. You see what I'm saying? So it's no need for me to expose that. But like I said, sometimes we don't understand the power in our words. So, like I said, for me, for existence, or for example, he might say, "Oh, that old fuck ass nigga, he's this and that, this and that." I caught him doing that shit before, but that's how we got along. So I never really tripped. But if he did that in front of niggas who was like on some just trying to sway whichever way they think they need to go to stay in his good graces, if he said fuck Heezy right then and there, they all said fuck Heezy. But see, that wasn't the type of nigga I was. You know what I mean? He could be talking about this person or that person. I know that at this moment, he's just ranting. I know personally, at this moment, he just needs somebody to listen. You don't need to talk back to him and engage with the conversation. He just need an ear. He just need to get that shit off his chest. He don't mean it because the people that he loved, he fucked with them. You did? He fucked with them. So I'm not the type of nigga, if he mad at you today, oh, I'm gonna go against you. He just mad at you today. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of insight to learn the dynamics of the situation. So that's how I knew how to move. Why you think I could still be sitting on this motherfucking internet in 2022 talking this shit I'm talking? And ain't no motherfucker came and refuted it. Ain't nobody came and disputed it. Why you think so? Because the thing is, even though I'm jabberjawing and motor mouthing, everything I'm talking about is accurate in a bitch, and it's true. And it's true. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, what we got next? What we got next? Elegance. Yeah. Mama wanted that motherfucking PT Cruiser, that Elegance. Yeah, I didn't want to see no PT Cruiser sitting in that yard, but she wound up getting a BMW. Let me see, right? They ain't see friendship partner. Yeah. Okay, so now since we ain't got another question, I'm gonna give you another second. Anybody got a question? Come on with it. I'm open tonight. We open tonight. We open tonight. I got some hoodies to locate. Somebody told me they wanted to buy whatever hoodies I got left. You did. That's what I like when people say shit like that. You know what I mean? When people say, "Hey man, how many you got left?" I'm like, I don't know. We'll count them motherfuckers. I need all of them that you got left. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You know what I mean? So I got to do that inventory in a minute, and then I got a couple of hats. You know what I mean? I got to get prepared. But any other questions before I come up with this next shit? I got some shit I want to grab out the top of my motherfucking head. It's bubbling, man. I'm about to tell you about this little bitch, man. Yeah. So look, now before I get into that, giving y'all some time, man, I'm riding down the street day before yesterday, man, and something just told me to look at my rear view mirror, man. I think I told y'all about this, but I might have not, but I'm gonna remind y'all. So when I look in my rear view mirror, man, I see a couple, man, you know what I mean? Foreign couple. It's a woman driving, and then there's a man in the passenger side, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden they just come together like some bears kissing, like they got magnets in their mouth, and they making out like a motherfucker. The light long, so they kissing like a motherfucker. And all of a sudden, after they get through kissing, the nigga slap her. Wow. I'm like, what the fuck? She hit him on the leg. Bow. You know what I mean? He spit on his hand and put that on her face. She turn around and grab him, and they go to kissing again. They making out like a motherfucker. I'm like, man, what the fuck wrong with these people? So after they get through kissing again, she slapped the shit out of him. Bow. And he slapped the shit out of her. Bow. I say, man, goddamn lights, you need to change because I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if these bitches having a WWE kiss off. I don't know what the fuck. I bet you these two violent motherfuckers, when they are home alone, these motherfuckers is fucking and fighting till broad daylight. All right. Who got the next question, man? And I know y'all niggas think I just made that shit up, but I promise to God, that's what I saw, man. I promise that's what I saw. Matter of fact, my kids saw it too. Let me see. Remember, if you run across any posters, yeah. Now that shit there gone. I got a couple of posters for myself, but a lot of that shit gone. All that shit gone. All that posters and paraphernalia and shit. I still got some physical CDs of a lot of old shit, but that's just for my archives keeping and whatnot. But yeah, shit, the last couple of posters I got, shit, that's mine. You know what I mean? Now, what I did have, shout out to Aaron Miller. We got a whole UGK page over there on Facebook, man. It's a whole lot of people don't even know, you know, they need to come over here and fool with me because they cool with me. But we got one of the major players over there who helped start that page, man. I had this big old UGK cutout, stood about 5'9", 10, like it's damn near their original height. I had that for years, man. And one day, probably a couple of years ago, I say, you know what? I'm a sell this here to one of UGK's most biggest fans, whoever want it. And I posted that shit one time. I say, you know what, man? I'm going to go and sell this motherfucking UGK cutout, man. That nigga hit me and say, man, take that post down. I don't care what you want for that motherfucker. I'm buying it. Figure out how to ship it to me, and I'm buying it. Man, that nigga gave me top dollar for that bitch, but the most craziest thing was that big long ass cardboard, nigga, it was hell to ship that bitch, man. They ain't understand how to ship that motherfucker. Boy, them white folk looking at that goddamn cutout, they like, what is this? Motherfucking record came out in 2007, I believe. I don't know, man, but it was a big whole cutout of Pimpin' Bun, man. And, we wind up figuring out how to ship it. That shit was high as hell to ship it. He got it. He the one who got it. Yeah, next question, man. Next question, man. Yeah, what's up, Daryl, man? You late to class, man. We've been in this bitch cutting up. I'm about to tell him about the little biz, man. Hey, next question. I need to answer a question before I be going back down memory lane telling you about the little bit, but I'm going to tell you about it, but this motherfucker, he'll get tricky, man. Hey, Daryl, you need to check this one out because this motherfucker, he'll get tricky. I don't see no questions, so I'm going to start my little spiel. So check this out, man. Me and my brother, man, we doing our motherfucking thing. We running into all kind of white girls doing our motherfucking thing. Let me see. I'm still looking for a UGK poster already, man. So look here, man. We doing our motherfucking thing and whatnot. Man, we used to have a whole stack, man. Man, you bring me back to memory lane, man. And the gang, see, this is where we kept all the paraphernalia, the CDs, the DVDs, the posters, this and that, the flash, man. We used to have motherfucking demo CDs with full covers on them. We was just giving out. It was sample CDs. We had boxes of this shit, man. We had motherfucking posters stacked up like this here, man. We had boxes and boxes of motherfucking CDs and DVDs. I'm talking about UGK original albums just laying all over the floor. I'm talking about Pimpin' Ken, motherfucking Best of Both Worlds in the motherfucking boxes, DVD laying all over the floor. And guess what these boxes were for? These boxes were for me and Big Bub to come up in that bitch anytime we got ready, man, and get us some inventory. Can you dig it? Now, when you a motherfucking hustler and you the only motherfuckers coming through here grabbing that shit and you got these shits in abundance in the thousands, nigga, that's motherfucking money, man. Can you dig? But yeah, man, let me tell you about the biz, man. So me and my little brother, man, my big brother, man, we fucking around, man. We tripping the life's fantastic, man. We meet these mother white bitches left and right, man. So we meet a gang of white girls, man, and everything going down. I'm just having a good time playing. I ain't catching no feelings, man. I ain't worrying about nothing. But I kept seeing different players, man. They wanted to fight on me, man. They wanted to fight on me, man. But I ain't never scared, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't never taken the nigga serious. But it was just one particular nigga, man. The lines got crossed. This one particular nigga, man, the lines got crossed. And somehow we wind up being at odds with the dude. It was on some enemy shit, but I was kind of busy in my world doing my thing, fucking with Daryl, doing what we doing. And Big Bro and Homie was kind of like getting into it. So naturally, I'm into it too. But I don't really even know why the lines crossed. I knew the nigga fucked one of my hoes, but that's how the game go. Because the nigga was player, I was player. We were fucking hoes, tossing hoes up left and right. So it's only right that we gonna swap out on some of these bitches, man. So hey, man, ain't no need to be catching no feelings. But I never asked why the fuck we falling out with this nigga, because on the cool, I'm gonna tell you later in the story how the shit goes. So the lines got crossed, the boom, boom, boom. So we see the nigga one day, man. We see the nigga one day. Now, when we see the nigga, my big brother ain't there. So I'm really like, I ain't really out for the dude. I know that we got a little issue and dude paranoid. He looking at me and shit. So when I see him, I come through the line. We at a grocery store. I come through the line and I'm playful because I'm a kid. So I walk close to the nigga, and when I walk close to the nigga, I can see he don't know what's going on because he got some fucking groceries in his hand and whatnot. So when I walk by the nigga, I say, bitch ass nigga, I flinched at him. When I flinched at him, I'm joking. I'm high as a motherfucker. I'm just joking. So when I flinched at the nigga dropped what he had. And unfortunately, he had like a gallon of fucking milk in that bitch. And that bitch dropped and spilled everywhere, and it started a commotion, everybody looking. And I just bust out laughing and walked out the store. Naturally, he with 2-3 white girls and all these people looking here. He humiliated. But He don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. Me and my partner leave. I'm just joking. I'm clowning. I'm high. Man, by 2 years later, we done ran through all kind of girls from this side of town, that side of town. Man, I ain't thinking nothing about nothing, man. I got a car now. I'm riding up the street, man, just having a good time. And all of a sudden, I see this little car pull up on the side of me. And that bitch get close than the bitch. And I look like, man, what's up, man? When I look, man, this nigga lift up a motherfucking 12 gauge. Bitch ass nigga. What you want to do now? I say, nothing, nigga. You know, nothing, nigga. You know what I mean? That nigga ain't nothing. That nigga say, what you want to do now? Nothing, nigga. I duck, nigga. And you know what I mean? I whoop, 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 whoop. So he got on the side of me and it was some more cars. He like, yeah, nigga, you tried to do boom, boom. I say, bitch ass nigga, I just flinched at you, clowning, nigga. If I wanted to do you something, I would have did you something. That nigga trying to point that bitch. I say, man, put the motherfucking gun down and let's fight. That nigga say, nah, I burnt off. And why I tell this one, because just the other day I talked to my brother and I say, man, why we actually fell out with homie and them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that about? Man, when this nigga tell me why we fell out with them niggas, me and him really was like, nigga, that shit stupid than a motherfucker. We about to fight, shoot, die, and kill because we all fucking each other hoes. Look, dog, never go out like that. That's some dumbass, stupid shit. Them hoes liked us, you know what I'm saying? We was some musty niggas, and them hoes liked us, and them hoes couldn't commit to just giving Kagoga to one of us. So that ain't no reason for no niggas to die. So we wind up patching that shit up, and I wind up seeing that nigga later on in life, and we had a little showdown. We had a little talk it out. And I really was that nigga understudy on some real nigga shit. I really was that nigga understudy. And I always wanted to talk to that nigga and get tips because that nigga there was fucking some hoes, man. That nigga was fucking so many motherfucking pretty ass bitches. That nigga was in the mix. I'm talking about getting to it, man. And I actually admired the nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I never could tell a nigga that because he thought we was enemies. But when we wind up having that sit down, I told the nigga, I say, my nigga, you know, he was older than me. He probably was like 3 years older than me. And I was like, look out, my nigga, in reality, none of that shit should have took place because I'm really your motherfucking protege. You see what I'm saying? And man, we dapped it up and still to this day, man, he kind of lost his he lost his edge. But in his heyday, dog, this nigga was like a celebrity with them bitches. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. I'll fuck with all kind of bitches. In every circle I would go in, man, that nigga name would be ringing like he just left out their circle. And when he left out their circle, he had motherfucking got every piece of Kagogi in the circle. This nigga was so wild, man. They had niggas giving that nigga hoes, man. Come on, man. But yeah, let me get out that nigga nuts, man. Who else got a question, man, before we keep on going with this bullshit, man? Cool, man. We going back down memory lane. I got some more shit for you, man. I got some more shit for you, man. Let me send this text. Already. That's cute. Hold on. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, come on with your question. You know what I'm saying? Come on with your question before we get back into some bullshit. I had to send me a little old message out. But yeah, I got some shit for you. We're gonna go gangster now. We're gonna go gangster now, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna go gangster. What a question there. Darryl Martin know exactly what I'm talking about, man. If I say, hey, Darryl, I ain't even got to say the nigga name. Darryl probably know the nigga name just from the description of the conversation I'm talking about. But yeah, we finna get off into some more shit. Well, let's go a little comical, man. I'm gonna go a little comical, man. So, man, check this out, man. I'm moving and grooving, stanging and banging, doing my thing, man. And I got this little old yellow boy, you know what I'm saying? Me and her, you know what I'm saying, we was always doing our thing. We were like an old married couple, but we was always off and on. They all know exactly what I'm talking about. So at this point in time, we was off, and it was near my birthday. You know what I'm talking about? And it being near my birthday, she and I normally would celebrate our birthdays together, man. But you know, we was on the outs right then, and I pulled this other yellow bitch, man. I pulled a bit tall, pretty little yellow bitch, man. And so long story short, man, it was my birthday, man, and I told the pretty tall chick, say, man, I need you to come by the crib because I want you to be my present, man. You make me feel good when you around me, man. So I want you at the birthday party with me, man. She like, baby, I'm gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? And my mama went out, man. We had the big jacuzzi tub sitting to the left. We had a keg of beer sitting to the right. We had barbecue. We had snow crabs, man. We had crawfish, man. We had everything. My mama treated me like a king. I didn't deserve that. Daryl, you think I deserve that, man? I don't think I deserved it, man. My mama treated me too good, man. And we had a gazebo in the backyard. You know what I'm talking about? So we back there, everybody moving the groove, shaking the bacon, doing what we doing, man. They got turkey legs on the pit. I'm talking about slathered down with motherfucking barbecue sauce. And we got liquor, E&J, gin, booze, brandy. I'm talking about cognac, whatever, Hennessy. I'm talking about anything you can name. Any one of my partners want to come through, them bitch ass niggas coming through getting drunk as a skunk like a punk in 2-3 minutes and them bitches gone. I'm mad than a motherfucker. Cause these hoe ass niggas can't hang. And all I want to do is sit here and drink and do the same thing. So I'm wondering, where my little old bitch at? Where my little old bitch at? She like, I'll be there in a minute. I said, well, I'm gonna come get you. She said, okay, boom, give me a minute. I'll be there in a minute. So all of a sudden, man, I'm calling my little bitch, man, and my little bitch stopped answering, man. I'm feeling kind of funny, man, because this is my present, man. I wanted to hang out with you, that you see how we do, but there's something going on. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm feeling like one of them old Saturday Night Fever dudes. I jump in the whip, man. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just cut a couple corners, almost stalking on level 3. I passed by a crib, ain't nothing shaking over there. She ain't outside, I don't know what's going on. I ain't got no cell phone at the time. It ain't even that time of the year, you know what I mean? It's early. So I come on back and I say, man, you know what? I'm gonna bust a turn around the hood. My old hood. That was a routine I did. I had to break myself out of that routine, but my roots was back there. So I always just bust a couple turns, go through the hood. If niggas outside, speak to them, do what it is, or keep on moving. So man, I gone through the hood, man, and when I passed through the hood, I don't see shit, but then I pass on motherfucking 11th Street and I see my nigga, he got a little white Nissan, whatever, boom, 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 and they got a little black Z stripe on it, and he got the trunk pop, and he got 3 bitches out there with their hands like this, and they they playing that trigger, man, and they popping their booty, and they slapping their motherfucking feet on the concrete, and them hoes bouncing like a dog, dropping it like it's hot. Them bitches sissy booting and them bitches doing everything, and I'm wondering what the fuck is going on. I say, man, one of them hoes look like my bitch. So I bust the corner, man. You know what I'm saying? And when I bust back around the corner, man, all of a sudden it's crickets. Nigga, ain't nobody outside. The motherfucking trunk closed. My nigga acting like he wiping on his rims and shit. And I say, man, what, you out here with just 3 bitches just now? And the nigga know he wrong. He a hoe ass nigga, because this the same type of nigga. This nigga, he'll be dried in the bitch. And I call that nigga. I still remember that nigga's number by heart. I call that nigga. What you doing, my nigga? I ain't doing shit. Nigga, I got some bitches. Bring them over. I done got this nigga so much motherfucking gogogi, and this nigga wrong for that shit. So I say, hey, man, didn't I see you out here with 2-3 bitches doing the sissy boot and popping and dropping it like it's hot? That nigga lied in my face. Nah, man, you ain't seen that. I say, bitch ass nigga, quit lying to me, nigga. As far as me and you go back, this how you gonna handle me? And he start looking like, I say, what? And nigga say, one of them hoes in the trunk. I say, one of them hoes in the trunk? What? Bitch, I ain't the police. One of them hoes ran in the house. And one of them hoes under the dashboard on the front of the car. Now, the little bitch that I was fucking with was damn near, 6 foot tall, pretty ass, yellow ass bitch, long ass hair. Bitch looked like she mixed, but she wasn't. She was just Cajun Creole. You did? And my yellow at the house, she was green-eyed, yellow bone, long highlights, you know what I'm saying? She was at the house waiting on me when we were broke up, because we always fell the fuck out. So you ain't got no business being over there. I don't even want to see you. but you want to come enjoy the festivities. And I told her, okay, you can come, you know what I'm saying? Long as you keep cool when you see this yellow bitch. She said, I ain't worried about no yellow bitch because I'm a yellow bitch too. Bitch, if I wanted to, I'll take you. I say, look here, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, when you see this bitch, man, you know, don't trip out now. She like, I'm cool. I say, okay, that's the only reason you can come. You can come if you're gonna be cool with me because you fool with me. She say, cool. Boom. So I'm looking for these hoes, man. So I popped the trunk, and when I popped the trunk, a little brown skinned bitch climb up out that bitch looking at me like I was her daddy, but I'm not looking for her. So I let her get out the trunk and I closed the motherfucking trunk. She stood off to the side. He said the other bitch up under the dashboard. Now I'm talking about a small ass Nissan, nigga. This bitch is 6 foot tall. This bitch then folded up like a very small package and got up underneath the motherfucking dashboard. This bitch is under the steering wheel. This bitch is in there crunched up against the accelerator and the brakes. You did? And so I just reached my hand up under there and I feel nothing but pretty hair. She had such a head full of beautiful hair. And I just started feeling pretty hair, man. And I went to grabbing a whole hand full of that shit. And I wrapped that shit around my motherfucking wrist and I pulled that shit out. And as I pulled that shit out, here come this big long Bugs Bunny pretty ass bitch from up out that motherfucking car, raising up, standing 6 feet tall, busted. I say, bitch, what is you doing? I say, bitch, get your ass in that car. Fuck wrong with you disinfecting me like that, bitch. You supposed to be at the motherfucking party. I was coming. We just wanted to sissy boot and tussy roll and pussy pop for a minute. I say, bitch, get your ass in the car. Y'all could have been at the party, pussy popping, tussy rolling, and dropping it like it's hot. Fuck wrong with you and your bitch ass nigga. You know you could have been at the party with these hoes dropping it like it's hot, tussy rolling, pussy popping, and butterflying. You see what I'm saying? But this bitch ass nigga gonna try to keep the hoes all to himself, knowing I be calling him. Man, I done bought this nigga white bitches. Man, I done bought this bitch ass nigga bright bitches. I done bought this bitch ass nigga brown bitches, black bitches, chocolate bitches. Me and this nigga that talked up so many motherfucking bitches. Nigga, how can you even play with me like this here over one bitch? Nigga, you wrong, nigga. Yeah, I don't fuck with it. So yeah, man, I take the bitch to the crib, man. I'm scolding her, man. I'm saying, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Don't she handle me like this, bitch? It's on my birthday. She like, I'm sorry, daddy. You know what I'm saying? So we pull up to the motherfucking crib and they see, okay, boom, the king done arrived, and the king got this big, pretty, yellow, long-legged bitch with her, man. So they went to feeding us, making us trays, and she feeling like a queen. At first, she was kind of feeling like no, never mind, trying to figure out why this other young green-eyed yellow bitch watching her like this shit ain't feeling right. And I'm like, man, I was telling you my ex was gonna be. And she like, man, why you even brought me here knowing that bitch gonna be here? I say, man, she said she was gonna be cool, man. So just relax, baby. We gonna have a good time. She like, I'm gonna try. So she having her drink, she having her little nibble and everything going good. Then all of a sudden I caught them cat eyes from that motherfucker sitting over there, that yellow bone, and that motherfucker was drinking out of a cup looking at that bitch under eye. I say, oh shit, she full of that salt. This bitch about to take off. She full of that salt. She comes sit a little close and she looking under eye like a bitch. Then she got up. She went to the keg. She filled up her cup. She's a big drinking motherfucker. She old drunk ass motherfucker like me. She fills up her motherfucking cup, 75% worth of cold beer, and she pulls by 2 different dashes and splashes of cognac and gin. She makes her a motherfucking hurricane, and she just shake that son of a bitch around and put a little splash of grenadine in the bitch. I don't know what the fuck she made, a goddamn cocktail bomb or whatever. And she sloshed that son of a bitch around, and I seen her over there sipping that bitch. And all of a sudden, her eyes turned like Scarface, and that bitch stood up. And she threw that whole cup of shit on that girl. Boosh! I'm talking about from her fucking head to her toe, man. I'm talking about look like a wet t-shirt contest. Now, I'm mad at the motherfucker, but I'm looking at them goddamn tillers and the nipples standing up. I'm like, ooh, wait, this is bullshit right here, man. She like, man, I knew I shouldn't have came. I knew that bit. And man, she went to scratching that girl in the face, man. And I felt bad, man. I'm going to tell you why I felt bad, man, because I begged her to come over there and spend time with me. But it was almost like I begged her to come over there and get insulted and assaulted. So I know you ain't going to never come out of these videos because you grown woman now taking care of your business and you ain't childish like me. But if you ever come out of this video, I'm sorry. Next question, man. Come on, man. We on the road tonight. Next question, man. We almost 2 hours in, man. She had some well, you know what? She did like she had them long ones, like she had some long titties. That was pretty yellow bitch, bad bitch, man. Mo Long, she was sexy than a motherfucker. Bitch looked like a basketball player or something. One of them old NBA type asshole. Bitch probably grew up to be like an NBA reject. Bitch grew up to be motherfucking Brittany Griner. You know what I'm saying? I'll tackle that big towel head bitch to ride that whole back. I'm 6'3", she about 7 foot. Fuck it. We make a good couple. Look like two goddamn giraffes and a gorilla and a monkey. Yeah, next question, man. Y'all better get your motherfucking question in before I come up with some more bullshit. I know I got some more bullshit, so y'all need to get y'all motherfucking question in. Let me see. Do you remember seeing Pimp 6'4" Impala? No. No. Only cars I remember seeing that Pimp had that I know was the gold. Nah, you talking about the gold Impala. Yeah. You talking about the gold Impala. Yeah, I seen the gold Impala. But it wasn't a 6'4". It was that racing model Impala. What's that Impala everybody used to have back then? It looked like the Caprices. You know what I'm saying? That S, it wasn't an SS. You know that style that everybody was having back then. They still popular these days. It's the big long photo motherfucker. It looked like that Caprice Classic. It's kind of rounded. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a SS. Dara, come on, fuck with me. Which Impala was that? But he had that gold one. He had a white Honda Prelude that I remember. He had a black Navigator that I remember. The two Bentleys, the Cadillac L-Dog, the red Barrettes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that big 96 Impala. Some of them hoes had the stick on the floor. Yeah. So he had the Navigator, the Gold Impala. These are the cars I remember. He probably had way more. I didn't see the Benz in person. Like that silver Benz, I didn't see that one in person. But I seen that Gold Impala. I seen that black Navigator, the Beamer he bought mama, the red Bentley, the silver Bentley, the candy L-Dog he got from Chameleon now. And then we had actually went to a Cadillac dealership. He was about to get an Escalade, but that's a whole nother fucking story in itself. I need to do a trill story on that. He was about to buy an Escalade, and he didn't want no help from Jay. He wanted to do it on his own and with his own credit and shit. But yeah, that was a whole story in itself. Let me see, Daryl, the one sitting in the yard, SS. Yeah. So that SS, that was the Impala. Now the crazy thing about the Navigator, the black Navigator, and the gold Impala, those cars, before he passed away, he had did a deal with Chameleon now, who had the Fly Rod shop in Houston. So when you see that video, you see me rolling, and they hating, they want to ride, y'all see that he had like a refurbished shop, like a what's the word when you rehab a car? You remodel a house, but what do you do when you rehab a car? What is it called? I forgot. Do the interior. Like they break these cars all the way down they strip them bitches all the way down. But the word is slipping my mind. When you rehab a car, you refurbish it, you know what I'm saying, back to the way it looked original and put a new motor in it. What is that called again? Somebody help me. I know somebody know, but I don't know. But long story short, the Gold Impala and the black Navigator, I was over getting those two vehicles to the shop. So I showed up at the shop, did the business, did the deal with them, and those two vehicles were still over there. Restoration. There we go. Yeah. Restoration. Upholstery. Yeah. Inside is upholstery, but the word I was looking for was restoration. Restore them. So they were supposed to restore the black Navigator and the gold Impala. So the last time I had seen those vehicles, they had stripped the gold Impala all the way down to the frame, like everything. That bitch was gutted and everything. That bitch was. They had to start grinding the frame to where the frame was back chrome, every piece of rust. Like they had, Put it like this. When they bought that car over there, it was a full car. But after months, and I went and dropped some money to see, you know, where they was at on it, nigga, that car looked like the Terminator with his skin off. Come on, man. That car looked like the Terminator with his skin off. But if y'all ain't got another question, I'm going to give y'all some more bullshit. I'm going for the complete 2 hours. I'm going to give y'all some more motherfucking bullshit, but I'm going to make this one quick. Look here, man. We had wound up getting into some gangster shit, man. Yeah, we had wound up getting into some gangster shit and shit with South, man. Shit with Sours and shit that popped off. This and that, and we were trading, we were doing, hey, it was fucked up. But them boys got tired of losing. You see what I'm saying? Them boys got tired of losing. So really on the cool, them boys was watching us. And the boys watched us on a good day because none of my brothers was home. That nigga Daryl didn't come see me. He ain't pull up in the Jetta. Me and that nigga Daryl used to be riding around in the motherfucking Volkswagen Jetta with a sunroof drinking boom phone, nigga. Come on, man. Ain't that some player shit? We ride, I would drink boom phone with my nigga. I drank Fortis with my other nigga, but I would drink boom phone with my nigga and smoke joints. Come on, man. But yeah, man, ain't nobody came to see me, man. So I was thinking about going to the hood, but I'm glad I took my time. And what I was finna do was come out the front door, bust a right, go to the corner, and do what I do and walk to the hood, my old hood. But something was weird. Daryl, look, man. Something was weird, man. I come out the house and I start walking down the sidewalk. Then I get in the street. Now, you know, from my house to the corner, it's a very short little old stretch. But I'm walking slow. While I'm walking slow, I see one nigga kind of just walk up. But he walking across the street and he's stopping. And I'm steady going. Then another nigga just appeared. I say, hold on, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't looking right. Then another nigga appeared. Before long, 5 niggas lined up on that avenue where me and June used to stay. They lined up on that avenue, blocking the street. I'm about 20 feet away from these niggas. When I get close enough, I realize that's them niggas. And them niggas silent, man. Them niggas ain't saying nothing. I'm acting like I'm finna walk past them. Boy, you a goddamn fool. I walk close enough to him just to say, bitch ass nigga, I ain't scared of you hoe ass nigga. What's up, nigga? What y'all trying to do? Them niggas say. But I stopped. You know what I mean? I stopped. And I did all my motherfucking talking from about 20 feet away. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Y'all niggas ain't gonna do shit. Ooh, nigga, I'm going to call my brothers, nigga. Y'all just stay right here, nigga. Y'all stay right here till my brothers get here. Them niggas were just... So I turn around walking sideways. But it's kind of like a brisk one. It's a run. Nah, it ain't. It's a run. It ain't a run. I'm just walking sideways trying to make sure them niggas, you know what I mean? And I get to the house and my mama like, what the fuck? I say, man, that's just, you know what I'm saying? She like, call such and such. I'm trying to call my brothers. Like, man, where y'all at? Man, them niggas somewhere bullshit, man. I'm by myself. So I go, you know, I go put something in my pocket and I walk back down there, you know what I'm saying? I ain't 20 feet away. I'm, you know what I mean? I'm probably about 35 feet away. And I'm doing the chicken. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass niggas ain't gonna do shit. Which I want to do. You know what I mean? Be honest with you, to this day, I'm glad they didn't want to do shit. I'm glad they didn't want to do shit. Because somebody could have lost their life that day, right then and there. If I would have walked past that avenue, nigga, if I would have walked past that avenue and didn't know them niggas was right there, I'd probably be dead than a bitch. Because 3 of them niggas was about their life. 3 of them niggas was about their life. 2 of them niggas, I would have fought both of them bitch ass niggas at the same damn time. Shit, I'll fight both of the bitch ass niggas today at the same damn time. But nah, 3 of them niggas was you know what I'm saying, stumped down. But I'm glad they had to show themselves. I don't know why they revealed themselves so quick, because if that was me planning to get me, I wouldn't have let nobody go walk in that street. I would have made that motherfucking street look just as bare as it could until I got past that corner. See, once I was past that corner, now I'm out of bounds. They could set their trap. But it was something about they wanted to be seen. And they lined up 5 deep across that fucking avenue. And I thank God that them niggas did that. Because I would have been a dead motherfucker if I would have walked past that goddamn avenue and didn't see them niggas. So I appreciate you, niggas. Y'all niggas ain't really want to get me, man. Come on, man. You niggas like me, man. You niggas wanted me to escape, man. You niggas ain't want no smoke, man. You niggas just wanted to be seen. I think you niggas wanted to take a picture with me, man. I'm famous. Look, you bitch ass niggas ain't become nobody, man. You bitch ass niggas ain't did shit in life, man. Look at me, man. I'm fucking a UGK the ass fuck hoes out in Washington, D.C., man. I was stuck dick to hoes in Florida, man. You niggas ain't left the hood. Nah, but I appreciate y'all niggas, baby, for not busting my motherfucking head. Y'all niggas could have killed for me. Them whole ass niggas could have killed for me, man. But yeah, say, man, I'm done with the bullshit, man. Cause really, man, I ain't seen the thing about it, man. I ain't got no good shit to tell y'all, man. I ain't come up like everybody else, man. You see? I know y'all waiting on me to be talking about these motherfucking Lifetime stories, man. Like, and then everything went nice and everybody snowed and Rudolph and Santa came. No, nigga, bullets, nigga, gunfire, nigga, blood, nigga, you know what I mean? Hospitals, nigga. That's how we came up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Daryl, come in here and tell them some good shit. Come in here and tell them when you was with your rich family. Tell them about that. At least tell them about that. At least they know that somebody was having it. But I can't tell you no good shit. I don't come from no good shit. You know what I mean? Why you think I got these motherfucking scars on my forehead? Now, my little brother, now I ain't gonna bullshit you. One of these motherfuckers, my little brother buzzed my motherfucking head wide open. So that ain't no gangster shit. I can't even. This one right here, my little brother buzzed my motherfucking head open with a goddamn boot with a nail in it. Yeah. And then this one right here, I bust my goddamn self in the head. In Oklahoma, I was picking up a motherfucking load and the goddamn crank handle was fucked up and that bitch was winding, but that bitch wasn't winding, you know what I'm saying? Like moving, that bitch was just winding, building up pressure. The bitch was winding, building up pressure. But I was new in the game. I ain't know no better. And I pulled that crank handle out thinking that it was just finna fall down, right? Nigga, when I pulled that crank handle out, that made that bitch long enough and dangle. Nigga, all that winding I did, when I pulled that crank handle out and let that hoe go, nigga, that bitch came with that force and rewound itself because I wound that bitch too much. And that bitch rewound itself with that force. And I looked this way. And when I turned around this way, all of a sudden I heard, wow. Nigga, I say, these white boys done shot me in my motherfucking head. Damn it, man. Racism still alive. These white boys done shot me in my motherfucking head. I'm dead. Nigga, I thought I had been shot. I thought I was finna die like a motherfucker. But then all of a sudden, after I heard the pow and I felt the pain, I seen that goddamn crank handle droop and drop. I say, damn it, what the fuck happened? Man, when I took my hand off my head, nigga, that goddamn crank handle had split my motherfucking wig open. I had to walk about 100 and some yards to this office to try to go see this wound to see, do I need to go to the hospital? When I walked in the office, man, I ain't mean no disinfect, but when I walked in that office, the white boys like, What's wrong with you? Man, I pulled my hand. He like, oh, God damn. Somebody shot the nigger in the head. With me, I really wanted to get your... Nah, but what's wrong? What happened to you? Nah, they were good. They was like, man, what happened, man? And they went to getting gauze and paper towels and shit. And they like, man, hold that shit on there. Hold that shit on there, man. And so they called 911, man, and the ambulance came and shit. And I'm about to goddamn near pass out around that motherfucker. They like, nah, stay up. So they, I come back up and I went live. Matter of fact, I went live and shit. I went live and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was back in the day. I ain't go live. I did go live. I was on the phone with my son. Then I went live. So the ambulance came and shit, and they was asking me all these dumbass questions. What's your name? Where you from? What's your dick size? You know, bitch, what you mean? Nah. But they was asking me all these questions, just trying to keep me up, this and that. And they hurry up and got me to the emergency room and shit. And the lady came and she started sticking needles in my head, dead in that hole. And she like, I just want to talk to you. I'm gonna stitch you up, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you right. But just talk to me. I don't want you to go to sleep. So I'm staying up. She like, you think you got a concussion? You remember your mama name? I'm like, bitch, stop talking to me. My fucking head hurt. And so I could feel her pulling my fucking skin, you know what I'm saying? Tying my shit up like a high top tennis shoe. And before you knew it, man, she cut some motherfucking shit and she said, you're all done. I said, huh? She had stitched the nigga ass up dead fast. You know what I mean? Man, my motherfucking head was tight in the bitch, nigga. I felt like I had some braids in the side of my head, man. And so this what really made me realize I don't want to work for no company. I gotta be an independent contractor and I gotta make it because people don't give a fuck. When I called my company and told them, I said, hey man, I hooked up to the load, but I had an accident, I got bust in the head, this and that. I got stitches, I'm at the hospital, this and that. They like, are they gonna admit you? I say, nah, they not gonna admit me. So they like, well, stay to the hospital. We're gonna send you a cab and we're gonna send you somebody to assist you to get you some medicine and bring you to the hotel. Like, we're gonna take care of you. And I'm like, okay, man, thank you, man. Man, I'm really out of it, dog. I'm really fucked up. They gave me some pain pills. I'm drowsy and shit. I've been driving out. It's really a fucked up situation. So the guy says, wait a minute. He say, you're not a company driver, are you? I say, nah, I'm not a company driver. He like, you're an independent contractor, right? I'm like, yeah. He like, well, tell you what, man, you gotta go back to the truck and just batten down and try to sleep it off and try to bring the load back tomorrow. Because if we have to send somebody to rescue it, man, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. So when this nigga realized that I was an independent contractor and didn't work for the company, all that assistance and that love he had for me, nigga, that shit went out the window. And I was so fucking mad, and I told myself, dog, I gotta make this shit work because people are full of shit and pieces of shit. Nigga, I'm almost out of it right now. But you told me, just go sleep it off and bring me that load back, nigga. Man, I went to that truck, nigga. I had the most excruciating headache, and all I could think about is, I'm gonna get my fucking bread. I'm never gonna work for these motherfuckers. Fuck these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And I was so mad that my head started pounding, excruciating, and I prayed and I calmed down and I ate a sandwich and I drank some water and I cried myself to sleep. Nobody loved. Nah, nigga. I fell asleep and I woke up the next day and shit. Popped me one motherfucking pain pill, looked at my hours of service, jumped on that motherfucking road and bought that motherfucking ragged ass load back and cussed them hoes out. Fuck y'all bitch ass, hoe ass, bitch ass bitches. I ain't fucking with y'all no more. I quit. I'm moving my motherfucking truck to a whole nother company. They like, why? I say, because y'all don't give a fuck about me. And that's when I went to this other company and I talked to them and I asked her, I say, look, what about if this happened? How you gonna treat me? What if I don't want to work for a month, bitch? How you gonna treat me? What if I want to rap, bitch, and say fuck trucking? How you gonna treat me? You know what I mean? What if I want to work 3 hours a day? How you gonna treat me? What if I want to work 2 hours a day, 4 hours a day? Bitch, what if I never want to work? Fuck you. We want you, baby. I don't care what you want to do. We want you. And I signed a record deal with them hoes. I signed a record deal with them hoes, and I've been with them hoes ever since. Come on, man. Let me see what we got. B Trill say, bro, you gonna get it together and start Trill Stories movies. Hey, man, I'm already, man, listen, man, y'all ain't see the motherfucking GoFundMe link? Nigga, I got a movie in the works, man. I didn't talk to some producers and everything. I'm going to do some acting, you know what I'm saying? That's not for my movie, because my first movie, I'm not even going to star in my first movie. I'm going to direct my first movie because I want the bitch to come out right. I was talking to a nigga yesterday who put out movies and shit. We supposed to be having dinner to sit down and talk about what kind of deal we going to do if he wind up shooting it for me. And I'm coming at the nigga with a budget. I ain't coming poor and broke, man. So if y'all see that GoFundMe link, man, I ain't begging, man. I don't need no motherfucking money. Nigga, that's for the movie specifically. I got everything else handled, and I'll have the movie handled, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but if y'all want to help me crowdfund this bitch, I need the help, because I want some of y'all niggas to come get up in the movie. You dig? I want some of y'all niggas, man, this ain't no motherfucking talk, man. Y'all got to see, man, I'm chill as a motherfucker, man. If I said I'm in it and I real represent it, ask Daryl. Let me see. Tell them about the chief days before rap. Oh, the chef days. Tell them about the chef days before rap. Okay. Well, naturally, when I decided what I wanted to be when I grew up in the world, I wanted to be Arthur from the movie Arthur. You know, the little white boy Dudley Moore getting drunk as a bitch, rich than the bitch. I thought that was a career, so I wanted to be Arthur. That was the first thing until somebody told me, bitch ass, broke ass nigga, you can't just be old drunk ass, hoe ass nigga, you ain't got shit. I became Arthur. I did become old drunk ass nigga, but I ain't had shit, so I couldn't just ride around in Bentleys and have a chauffeur, and you know, I had no toys, I ain't had no bit. So I had to cut that shit. So what was the next thing I wanted to be? The next thing I wanted to be was a rapper. You did? I wanted to be a rapper. But I didn't know how I was going to become a rapper. You know, I was just a little child. And the first time I asked my mama to invest $6,000 of me when I had some bullshit ass records, she came to him and she said, boy, that shit ain't shit. So I didn't know why I was going to get no motherfucking money from to be a motherfucking rapper. So I was just a rapping ass rapper here and there, this and that, and every nigga give me shows, this and that. So here's my third thing. What do I want to be? I always wanted to be a cook. You niggas ain't know? Yeah, nigga, I'm a goon with the spoon like E40. Nigga, I could cook up some shit when I really put my mind to it. So I always wanted to be a cook, man. So I left town, man, and when I was getting in a bit of trouble and shit, my OG, his name was the Chief. We called him the Chief. He was a crackhead, but he was a cool crackhead. He used to put Noxzema on his face. He used to walk with a cane stick, and he stayed clean in the bitch. He wasn't no dirty ass, pussy ass, funky ass crackhead. He was a classy crackhead. He wore slacks. He wore shiny shoes. He wore motherfucking button down shirts, and he was clean. He took a bath every day. He had motherfucking Worlds of Curls juice in his hair, and he put Noxzema on his face. But shit, that night he turned into a dope fiend. Unfortunately, R.I.P. to my nigga. He told me, man, get out of town. He's sitting on the corner with me. He drinking wine. Plus, he used to keep a Thunderbird in his back pocket. You know what I mean? We sitting on the motherfucking curb. We kick to the curb. I'm drinking 40 ounces and shit, and I got a half a pint of MD in my front pocket. He got a motherfucking half a pint of Thunderbird in his back pocket, but he took it out because we sitting on the curb and we sitting there having conversation. Now, if you pass by, you would think, man, that old drunk ass man is corrupting that young nigga, when in reality, I'm fucking him up because he's smoking that dope. You know what I mean? And we drinking booze and wine. So while we sitting there drinking booze and wine, you think we be talking about some gutter shit. But you know what he telling me? He telling me, young nigga, you ain't what you want to be. Young nigga, you ain't this street shit, nigga. Young nigga, you ain't no wino. Young nigga, you ain't no alcoholic. Young nigga, you ain't no dope dealer. He say, nigga, you need to get up out of Port Arthur and go see the world. The fuck wrong with you? You ain't even started yet. Now, this is the only nigga outside of my nigga Daryl who was ambitious. I always tell the nigga try to go make some shit happen. Me and my nigga used to have motherfucking sessions where we ride around in the motherfucking Jetta and drink boom phone and smoke joints and talk about the shit we gonna do in the future. Me and this nigga would invent shit right there in the motherfucking cockpit of the car and talking about we gonna launch this shit in the future. And some of that shit we wind up launching in concrete. A lot of that shit we wind up doing. And we some bad motherfuckers when it come down to it, because we can manifest this shit out of our mind and touch it with our goddamn hands. Come on, man. So me and the nigga sitting there, he a junkie, I'm a drunk, I'm a young ass nigga. He tells me straight up, nigga, you need to go to school. I say, I ain't got no education. Well, you need to go to this. I ain't got no education. He said, you need to go on down to the unemployment office. What the fuck they gonna do? So I go on down now. I go on down there to the unemployment office. And they knew what the fuck they was doing. They take me on down there to the unemployment office. They tell me to put my name down. And this lady called my name. She said, you got next. And man, one of the most 1970s, sexiest, blonde hair, blue-eyed, thick-butted, slim-gutted, big titties, pretty, sweet-smelling, white bitches, pretty pink toe hoe, walked up and that bitch say, oh my God, Herbert, I melted on my dick. I think I bust some jizz out my dick. I say, oh shit. That bitch say, oh my God, Herbert. I say, oh shit, I'm in love. And ever since then, nigga, anything that hoe said, nigga, that bitch knew. That bitch got close to me and let me smell her carnation milk breath. And that bitch was, yeah, Herbert, we can either get you a job here in Port Arthur, but you're so young and ambitious and ooh, so delicious. I say, oh shit, bitch, give me some of that Kagoga right now. You know good, bitch, you know what you're doing. That bitch say, we can send you to Job Corps. Job Corps? The fuck is that? You know what I mean? What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? We could send you to Job Corps. I said, what's Job Corps? She said, oh, Herbert, you're going to have so many opportunities. You could be a welder. You can be a painter. You can learn construction, electricity. You also could become a chef, Herbert. And she popped me on my shoulder. That shit sent electricity through my body. And I say, I always wanted to be a chef. She say, oh, you do? And she pinched me on my cheek. And her hand smelled like Kagoga. I'm like, God damn it, man. You know what I'm saying? And so she just, all you need to do, Herbert, is ask your mom for permission and sign this pamphlet right here. And I can get you over there as soon as possible, Herbert. You're gonna love it. There's horseback riding, tennis, swimming pool. They even have a pool hall and a movie theater. And they're going to pay you while you're there, Herbert. And you're going to be able to get your GED, Herbert. Oh, you're going to love it. Huh? I say, this shit must be hell. This white woman must be an angel. Because what I'm facing in Port Arthur right now, I'm going through hell. But this bitch is describing heaven. I say, well, I sign up. And that bitch pulled out that paperwork. She say, but I can't let you sign unless your mama see it. So she say, you go home with this pamphlet and you talk to your mama. And I'm going to come see you soon. I said, you going to come see me? She said, yeah, I'm going to come to your house. I say, oh, shit. Let me know when you come so I won't have a mustard on. So I got my shit together and she called. She say, ask your mama, can I come this day? My mama say, yeah. And man, when that white woman pulled up, I'm talking about all my niggas was on the porch holding their sausages, drinking 40 ounces. And when I told them what she looked like and how she smelled, and when she got out, looking like the Brady Bunch finest version of motherfucking the blonde head. I forgot her name. Whatever. She walked on that porch and she looked at them niggas and she spoke to them niggas with her most seductive voice. Them niggas damn near jumped off the goddamn screen porch. Hi guys, boy, them niggas went crazy. Man, them niggas damn near skyrocketed through the goddamn screen porch. You know what I'm saying? So I say, nigga, don't be looking at her. I grabbed her and shit. We went on in the house and we sat down with my mama. And man, this woman could have been trying to sell me as a sex slave. Nigga, I was sold. My mama was skeptic, talking about, but what is this and this and that? And I'm telling my mama, shut up, sign the papers. You know what I'm saying? So my mama like, man, if you think you really want to go, shit, you can go. And so, man, I fucked around and convinced my mom, and my mama signed that shit. And man, I fucked around. That lady kissed me on my motherfucking jaw and told me when I get back, she can't wait to see me. I say, oh shit, I'm in love. We must be in a whole motherfucking relationship. Man, I waited about a week and a half, said goodbye to everybody, fucked all my ragged ass hoes, and jumped on that motherfucking Greyhound bus and went to motherfucking San Marcos, Texas, man. I'm talking about straight up, nigga, went to San Marcos, Texas, And when I got off that motherfucking bus, man, all that shit that bitch talking about the swimming pool, how nice it is, it's like college, it's like this. Nigga, I got over there, that shit was ghetto than a motherfucker. Them niggas was gang banging. Niggas was talking about when you get off the bus, I'm gonna kick your ass. The hoes looked at ratchet than a motherfucker. The swimming pool hadn't been swam in since 1976. The goddamn horses were dead. It wasn't no horseback ride. It wasn't no goddamn net on the tennis court. It wasn't no goddamn net or rim on the goddamn basketball court. And like I said, them niggas was twisting their fingers up, talking about what the fuck set you claim. I said, what the fuck is this? I say, damn it, man, that motherfucking bitch. That motherfucking bitch that lied to me, man. So they pulled us up to the post office and shit, and they told us, this is where you're gonna be going, get your mail at this and that, this and that. And some niggas was scared to get off the bus. They told us all to get off the bus and go buy some stamps. They had niggas surrounding the bus talking about, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna kick your ass, this and that, this and that. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, I want you. One nigga told another nigga, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna fuck you. I'm like, nigga, is this prison or what? So when I walked up, I had on a doo-doo brown motherfucking Dickie suit. Nigga, I had on a motherfucking doo-doo brown Dickie suit with a big ass afro and some goddamn locs. Nigga, I'm loped the fuck out. And one nigga walked up to me, telling my nigga, what set you claim? I say, nigga, Mitsubishi, bitch ass nigga, Hitachi, bitch ass nigga, JVC, bitch ass nigga, get the fuck out my face. Everybody looking like, what? See, back then, nigga, I was a wreck 6'3". Nigga, I've been 350 pounds. Nigga, I used to be able to jump over gates without even touching the motherfucking fence. Nigga, I used to run like a motherfucker. Nigga, I used to fight like a motherfucker. Fuck these funk ass bitch ass niggas asking me dumb ass questions when I'm coming over here trying to get my life together and get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at that nigga, man, and that nigga looked at me, and all them niggas walked off. When I made it to the dorm, them niggas went to jumping niggas I came in with. Them niggas went to asking me where I'm from and shaking my motherfucking hand. And as soon as I got my bags put down, a whole fucking riot broke out. And all I could think was this pretty ass cigarette, not cigarette, coffee smelling ass, white carnation milk breath smelling bitch that lied to me. And I got to call home to my brother. I called my big brother because I ain't know what to do. I say, big bro, I'm coming up here trying to change my life and make something better of myself. And the day I put my bags down, these niggas having a whole ride. And one nigga ran by me and told me I better come outside and join the ride, because if I don't, when I come back in the dorm, they all gonna jump on me. So I got a decision to make. So I called my big brother. I say, big bro, these niggas finna have a whole fucking ride. And they told me if I don't participate, when we get through with the ride, they gonna ride on me. What you think I should do? And my big brother told me the trilliest shit. He said, my nigga, you 200, 300, 400, 500 miles away. He said, I can't help you. He said, you gotta make up your own mind and be your own man and make your decision for what you gonna do. Ain't nothing me or any of your brothers or mama could do for you. I said, I understand. And I hung up the phone. And I tightened up my motherfucking tennis shoes. And all my people was running out the door like this here. And I ran out there too. And when I ran out there, I put my motherfucking dupes up because I don't know who is who and what is what. But I seen a nigga. And I knew this nigga. And this nigga was my enemy. I say, oh, this makes sense. He would be a good candidate to start with. And I ran over there and I two-pieced this bitch ass. Bam, bam. And I turned around and looked for the rest of the shit. Niggas coming different ways. Niggas flying, I'm just hitting niggas. Then I see another nigga I seen run out of my dorm. He was kind of short and he was fighting a nigga taller than me. So I say, you know what? I seen him come out of my dorm, so obviously he with me. And I ran over there and I hit the big nigga. Boom! the big nigga fell like a goddamn fresh lumber. Timber! Boom! So when I dropped him, me and the little nigga built like a Ninja Turtle, dapped up, and we turned around and started putting niggas' ass in the blender. Before you know it, our numbers were thick as a bitch, and we were beating the fuck out of niggas, and they came and started blasting tear gas and all kind of shit, and niggas is bleeding and running and sweating. Niggas got grass and mud all in their mouth, and we all run around the back. Some nigga open up the back door, we fall off in that bitch, go to cleaning ourselves up and chill out until they come in there. Hey, was you out there? No, I wasn't nowhere. Then all of a sudden, they say, fuck, none of these bitch ass niggas trying to tell. And they left. And when they left, they say, man, that nigga dropped Hacksaw. I don't know who they talking about or what they talking about. And they all surrounded me. And they celebrated me. They say, my nigga, where you from? I say, nigga, Port Arthur. Them niggas say, UGK? I say, yeah. Them niggas say, oh, man, PAT, man, say that nigga PAT drop Hacksaw. And then they say, man, that nigga look like Mike Tyson. So they started calling me Tyson. And they started rumoring that I dropped the big nigga. That wasn't really accurate. The little nigga had then put the nigga in the blender pretty good. And he had then caught him with some shit that staggered him. But while he was like Stagger Lee on his hind leg, I delivered the blow that went on, laid him all the way down. So they said that I dropped Hacksaw. But to make a long story short, knowing I like to make these motherfuckers long, come on, man. It's all about the monetization. I was there to be a chef, and I became a cook, a head cook. Then I graduated and didn't even know it, and was about to be sent to California to become a chef. But in my adolescent stage, I was scared to grow. My mama bought me a beautiful red Camaro. I didn't deserve that because I wasn't shit. I didn't need that. She should have bought me a ragged ass Cutlass or something, but I was spoiled. She bought me a brand new Ford Tempo. I begged her to trade it in, and I got the Camaro. I came home on leave, and I wrecked my motherfucking Camaro. That's a whole nother story. I wrecked my motherfucking Camaro. Plus, I got my mama put in jail. It was a fucked up situation. And they wanted me back at school to come and complete so I can go to California and take the next steps. But by that time, my spirit was broken. I called home and I'm saying, Mama, you got the car fixed? She like, I traded it in. I'm like, what you mean? What you get me? She said, I got an Astro van. I say, Mama, you bought me an Astro van? She say, nah, baby. I don't want to fuck with you no more. And you ain't got no car no more. That Astro van mine. You back on them raggedy ass motherfucking heels. You spoiled rotten ass bitch ass nigga you. And she hung up the phone. By that time, I didn't want to finish school no more. I just wanted to get kicked out and go back home and go back to what I was used to. I just wanted to get kicked out and go back home to the bullshit I was used to. So I picked 3 fights with 3 different niggas. I picked 3 fights with 3 different niggas. 2 of the niggas got put in the blender and they took their licking and kept on ticking and went on about their business. But it was this other nigga I picked to fight with because this nigga sold me some stolen property. This nigga sold me some stolen property and I got put in the jam. And so I said, you know what? He'd be a good candidate to go and kick off in his motherfucking ass. He's from Arkansas. He's a big old tall nigga. I said, yeah, he'll be a good candidate to go and kick off in his motherfucking ass. Nigga might kick my ass, but fuck it, I need to get kicked out. So I went to kicking off in his motherfucking ass, and hey, I got the attention I wanted. We got arrested. We got thrown in a motherfucking cell. You did. We got thrown in the motherfucking cell. So after we got thrown in the motherfucking cell, the motherfucker came the next day and say, hey, I ain't gonna suspend you or send you home because you're a good student. You about to graduate this and that. I say, man, fuck all that. Fuck you and your mama. And if you let me out, I'm gonna kick that nigga ass again. He like, boy, you just mad. Just calm down. He left me in that bitch another day. So I'm tripping. I'm telling the jailer, man, I ain't never been in no jail like this here before, man. Let me out of here, man. Let me stretch my legs, man. Let me do something, man. Let me just Cause I heard that nigga in the back room talking, man. That nigga was in there too. They didn't have him in the cell. They just had him in the back room. He laying up on some goddamn army bags or some shit, like some old mail or something. He laying back there bullshitting, talking to niggas and bullshit, lollygagging. And I'm like, man, just let me out the cell and get a drink of water or something, man. Just let me walk a couple of steps, man. I'm getting claustrophobic, man. I'm going crazy off in this motherfucker. So the man said, all right, man, I'm gonna let you out, go get you some water, and you come on back, and you know what I'm saying, stretch your legs, and I got to put you back in the cell. I say, man, that's cool, man. Do that for me, man. All the while, I'm trying to get kicked out. So soon as that nigga put that key off in that motherfucking cell and opened up them doors, I came out that bitch, went to the water fountain, and I looked at that nigga from the side of my eyes, and after I got my drink of water, I launched another assault on that nigga, and I beat that nigga bitch ass till it took all the goddamn security guards and the goddamn campus administrator and everybody. They came and they pulling me out that nigga, and I'm going crazy. I'm really putting on the motherfucking act. Bitch ass nigga, I'll kill you. Bitch ass nigga, don't you ever fuck with me. Bitch ass nigga, I hate you. Ooh wee. They might not never let me see you again, bitch ass nigga. And that nigga say, that's it. You earned your right. You getting kicked out. Get him a fucking ticket immediately. Take him to the dorm, escort him to his dorm, and pack his shit. This bitch ass nigga getting off my campus. And I got sent home because I didn't want to grow. I was scared to grow. It was an adolescent stage. So I recognize when certain kids don't be wanting to dream big, don't be wanting to do those shit. They just going through their adolescent stage. Their adolescent stage, their mind is triggering them. Social media is triggering them. Movies are triggering them. People are telling them they're going to die before they turn 21. They scared to live. They scared to thrive. They scared to elevate. They just don't know what's on the other side, but they very brave because they ain't scared to get in trouble. They ain't scared to get in jail. They ain't scared to commit crimes. They ain't scared to sell dope. They ain't scared to fuck hoes. They ain't scared to jump niggas. They ain't scared to do all kind of bullshit, but they scared to live. They scared to grow. They scared to age. That's your adolescent stage. And I'm so glad and thank God I went through that and got past that without having bullets riddled all through my motherfucking ass, because you wouldn't even understand how many motherfucking wars that a nigga done went through. You think I was lying if I told you? If I told you war numbers, you would think I was lying. Young nigga 22 talking about they retired. Say, man, I done been on this bitch 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. Say, man, they don't pay me enough, man. I got to get the fuck up out of here, man. I got to go. Man, I got shit to do in the morning, man. Say, man, this your boy, he's elite. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to do what it's going to do. Y'all need to tune in tomorrow, man. We got a player about to come in here who spent 9,400 and some days in Angola prison. If you know anything about Angola prison, you know that this man spent time in hell, and he was only 15, 16 years old when he got sent to that motherfucker for murder. So what you need to do, he had a life sentence. He did 25 years. You need to tune in tomorrow at 7:30 and come fool with E Solid, because you cool with him, and fool with me because you cool with me. Man, I got some hella fire questions, man, and we gonna get it the fuck on. So make sure you tell a friend to shout a motherfucking live, and we coming up in this motherfucker all the way live at 7:30, and we gonna strive and survive. It's your boy, he's elite, like I told you once before. Long live the pimp and mama, we're free young pimp, man. I can run my motherfucking mouth all night, nigga. It's a goddamn art in the craft, and I've mastered it. I got to go.